Quick audio test. I think everything sounds okay, right? Yeah. I can see my mic is being picked up. That's good news. Oh boy, I'm on my last ever loaf of bread this week. My store is continuing the only bread I eat, so I'm on the very last loaf. I had some this morning because I needed something. I needed something to get me out of bed. It was I barely slept because of loud noises, but I'm on my final loaf of bread! And it's all I can eat, and there's no more that I can have after this, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself after that. Anyway, it's okay, because I have something to look forward to. A certain construct to look forward to. Thank you so much, Pray for those. I really appreciate it. Thank you! Thank you so much. Not heavy famine? Yeah, it's fine. It's just that, like, the bread is 9 meals a week. I have eggs and toast for 9 meals a week. And once I'm run out of bread, which I will run out of bread pretty fast, I've got no more meals that I can have for those 9 meals a week. So I'll just be eating 9 meals less a week. And I don't have lunch. That is just breakfast and dinner. So that's good. Wanshi, sorry. I've been waiting for this. I love Wanshi so much. When he first came out on Global, as his A rank, I still use him obsessively now, as you can see. I've been waiting for this for so long, and I really want to get him, and I really want to use him all the time and never let him out of my party. In case it's obvious, I don't play meta. I play whoever I like, and I like Wanshi. He's so cool though, come on. I love his design. I love his design so much. I don't think I have enough gifts to like instantly affection 6 him is the only thing. I'm pretty sure I've been forgetting to do my dorm stuff, so I think I only have like a couple gifts to give him. That might be a problem, we'll see. My lungs are killing me, that's great. Anyway, shall we pull? We got really lucky last stream with Hanying. We got her in like 40 pulls, I think. This is the behavior of a gambler that hasn't learned how to stop. I'll be pulling on fate again. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? Streamlens isn't working? Wait, is Streamlens working? Should be... Let me have a look. I'll have a look real quick for you. It should be working. Huh! Yeah, I see. Wait a second. What's this? I can't make it replay. I can. Is that gonna work? Huh? What is wrong with the stream alerts? I guess stream alerts isn't working. Did the membership show up earlier? Is it just the stream element stuff? I can see it in the dashboard, so at least that's working. But thank you so much, Anonymous. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bread, loaf of grain, eggs, chicken, early access. Oh boy, I'm gonna miss my bread and eggs. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know what's going on with that. It should be working. If I replay the membership, see if that works. Doesn't. Wait, if I do this again. What's going on with this? Have I messed something up? Well, okay, this is... Well, Dan, we're gonna quickly... We're gonna very quickly troubleshoot this. I'm gonna pull him back. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, because I am a... I'm just lucky. I'm built different. I will win. That should be it. I have no idea what's going on with that. I'm so sorry. I'll try one more time and see if I fix it. It is an issue with Stream Elements. It's disappearing now, but it's not appearing correctly. So that's on their end, I guess. Well, it's close enough, but there's no TTS, I guess, now. Well, I tried. Anyway, Wanshi Bulls. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what's going on with that. Huh. I think it's just on them to fix whatever it is that's going on their end. Anyway, Wanshi, let's pull. What's this? First temple. 2 Wanshis. 2 Wanshis, let's go. Easy. Ah! Sorry. Just get lucky!
You think my hair is kind of long?
I'm just built different. I am just built different. Look at that. I'm gonna go for the weapon, and then we're just gonna go back and keep pulling. But I'm gonna get the weapon actually in the first pull. What's this? Wait. Higher weapon, Wanshi. That is one cool looking weapon. I like the look of that. That's pretty cool. All right, let's do it. This is where things might go downhill, but we should have plenty of stuff left over for Wanshi still. We're gonna get it early. Come on, what's this? Damn it! Okay. No weapon banner luck this time. No weapon banner luck. Is that Luna's weapon on this as well? Cool. Well, that was obviously just a bit of a slip. We'll, this is surely gonna be it. What's this? Red. God damn it. I'll do single pulls until we hit pity. I'll skip it. 5 more to go. I have plenty of black cards for Wanshi, but if I lose this, who's even in the banner right now? That's Bridget's weapon, okay. If I even lose this, I'm gonna be disappointed. Come on. Yes! It came out early as well, let's go! Not even pity. Not even pity. Right. Well, chat, you know the rules. Back to pulling. Come on, Wanshi, come home to me, please. My baby girl, come on. I'm very happy today. Thank you so much, guys. So much, really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Epi. Can't stop winning. I cannot stop winning. Watch this. Another Wanshi. I'm gonna skip look at watch. Trust. Wanshi. How many Wanshis do you need? How many copies of him do you need? How many copies do you need for this? I've forgotten because I never ever get anyone to like SSS plus unless they're A rank. How many do you need? Asking for a friend. Oh, damn it! You got an SSS already? I don't think so. 5 SSS, do you recommend it? Well, that's funny. I'm gonna keep doing it. If it's 5, I'm 3 down, right? What's this? Damn it. Okay, I think it's on my luck on. It's on my luck on now. Yeah. Got cocky. Lesson learned. Wrong Wanshi! Can I go for one more, please? Pretty please? No, I think I tempted fate a bit too much on the fate banner. Never mind. Just another Wanshi! I mean, I can do 2 more temples. I can do 2 more. I can just do 10 more. No, 10 more, sorry. 2 more. 2 more temples. Wanshi, come on, watch this. Damn it, one more. Come on, Wanshi, please. Ah, come on, that's a shame. That'd have been so funny. My pull rate per Wanshi is 1 in 15! Damn it, I'm out. I'm dry. I didn't think it'd be this easy. I didn't think it'd be this easy. I'm just... I have 93! No, sorry, 92 shards.
I will push beyond my limits to gain more incredible power.
I didn't think it would
I'm never going to feel powerless
go this
again.
well, to be honest. Yeah, I can't even SS him. Still though, I can get the remaining shards. It's all good. That was some good luck. Alright. I will give him some levels.
Battle experience obtained.
I also farmed his memory set according to what was on Great Ravens, I believe. But I bought them last night, so I might have got the wrong ones. I think this is the right set. This is what the Great Ravens wiki said, and I trust them with my life. So I was gonna just say, right? These ow, my hand. I just hit my hand off my table. God damn it! Ow, 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 ow. These memories. This one specifically right here. So cool. So cool. Sometimes I think it's a crime that these guys aren't playable, because... What do you mean? Like this? Come on! You guys know me. You know me. This is exactly my type. Anyway. Here from dorm. See, that's a bold of you to think that I have enough shards to get them from the dorm thingies to get them from the dorm. I think you can only afford like 9 shards at the moment. How many more do I need to increase his Oh, you need 9. Yeah, you need 9 each. I don't have enough. I have enough to get him like to here. Okay. It's fine. My throat's killing me. I don't know why I'm dying right now. Oh god.
Checking your equipment before
Let's give him his weapon as well.
It's no joke.
Nice. I'm so happy right now. Let me just wait. I'm having a moment. Don't mind me. Oh, there we go. That's how you favorite them. I was like, how did I favorite these guys? Okay, right. Tutorial time. Oh, no. First I want to hear his voice lines. That's it.
Here you are.
Wait. Wait. Give me a second. Just gonna just gonna add him. I'm fine. I'm fine and normal, chat. I'm really fine and really normal. Yeah, I don't have enough to level him up to max. I will work on that. I gotta throw more things his way. Gotta throw more pillows. See, back when I first saw him. Oh, you're kidding me! I'm 20. No.
You've accepted my gift already.
I'm getting him to level 5. Sorry, as I was saying, back when he first came out. Oh, these aren't any the big ones. That's still enough, right? Back when he first came out, I was like, I can't believe anyone would sleep that much in a day. I can't believe anybody would like actually just fall asleep for that long. And then not long after that, I destroyed my sleep schedule completely, and now I sleep. And now my sleep schedule is about as bad as Wanshi's. Like it's bad. There we go.
You've accepted my gift already.
Okay, he's level 5. That's good enough for now.
Don't you remember?
All right.
That's okay.
I want to see his.
However, there's no returning it.
I love him so much. I want to see his animations, right?
Something's wrong with my sleep data? It wasn't a nightmare.
I love his hair,
I was just woken up for an emergency. Don't worry. Nightmares no longer haunt me.
God, his outfit is so cool.
Even children know when it's time for bed. Here, have a candy.
For me?
Being such a champ today. But you have to rest after eating it. The White Hawk will be here to keep you safe.
I love him. My insomnia is me kidding with Wanshi. Yeah, that's obviously it. I just don't sleep for more than 3 hours every night, just so I can be like Wanshi, yeah.
Let's see. Who's slacking off here?
I would never slack off.
Surveillance. Comms. Everyone's working as they should. Who else could it be?
I feel judgment.
It's you, Commandant? It's time to focus now.
I don't want to focus. I'm too busy getting lost in how cool his design is. I don't want to focus.
Stop shaking me already. There, I got you. What was that? Were you trying to shake my parts off me? Here. I've got one candy left. Do you want it?
Yes. Mine. Gimme.
That's everything I've got.
Gimme.
So no more shaking.
Gimme. I'm reaching my hand out. Like, gimme. I want it. Thank you. I don't even like candy. I actually don't think I've ever even eaten candy before in my life. I eat chocolate though. I'm gonna pretend it's chocolate instead.
You think my hair is
shake you for more candy? That feels like robbery.
It doesn't affect my vision though. No, I'm not trying to hide the bags under my eyes. I sleep just fine these days. So I guess I got them thinking about what's on my mind.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm normal.
I don't have any special requests for my new frame, but it'd be great if I could keep some of the medical equipment on it. Such as the automatic hand sanitizer that keeps my hands germ-free all the time.
Oh, I wish I had that for myself.
I'm not making excuses not to shake your hand. I just don't want you to feel uncomfortable when you touch mine. So you don't feel uncomfortable, huh?
I'm fine. I'm normal. I love him so much.
Come here. Let me see that wound again.
Ah!
It's recovering just fine. Do you want me to blow on your wound some more?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm normal. I'm great.
It won't help you get better physically. If you want to get rid of the pain completely, you just have to take good care of yourself.
No, but that's effort. Why would I take care of myself when I can make Wanshi do it for me? Huh? You don't want to do stuff myself? No.
You've accepted my gift already. Don't you remember? That's okay. However, there's no returning it.
Oh, it's gonna be me on now. I'm tired.
If you're so curious, I've got my tag, tactical belt, and my carrying bag here. You're more than welcome to let me know which one you want to see.
I want to see the belt. Hey. I love him so much. His voice actor does such a good job as well. I love his vibes. I love Wanshi's vibes as a whole. He's great. Right, tutorial time for now. For real, for real. I still don't believe we got so many Wanshis from, like, not that many tickets. I'm sad that the, what's the word? The weapon took so much, but that's besides the point. We got Wanshi! I'm fine and normal.
There are many paths, but only one way this will go.
The only way they could make his design any cooler is if they gave him actual, like, medical gloves. And then, like, have him pull on them. No reason in particular. I'm fine. Lucid Dream is certain skills. Grant calibration. It's like in blue things, summon a drone to detonate the grenade and grant calibration. If within the explosion radius, Lucid Dream will also take damage from the explosion. Okay, so back up.
This is my choice.
Ooh. Sorry, I wanted to see the animations. Tapping red orb after blue pings detonates tactical grenade, dealing ice damage and gaining calibration. Okay, so
this is my choice.
And then it's cool. Leaves pack is X4 to bunk consecutive yellow pings, dealing ice damage and gaining calibration.
Your weakness has been fully exposed.
Ooh. Having red orb after yellow pings launches point blank shots or covering fire, dealing ice damage and gaining calibration.
Your weakness.
Yeah, I saw the cover. Press and hold right up to start charging, releasing it when calibration is full, activates quiet calibration mode. Ooh. Sorry, I just want to see the animation. Look at his hair flapping in the wind. Ooh, okay, right. As you enter the field with full cylinder, condensation projectile is available. Oh no. The streamer enters the field with full cylinder. Condensation projectile is available to weaken enemies in calibration mode. Tapping red orb consumes condensation projectile to shoot. Tapping red orb again with empty cylinder will throw out backup revolver. That's 3. In calibration mode, pressing basic attack continuously shoot between the same projectiles to shoot. Oh, he's just a full novel, isn't he? For every condensation projectile consumed, 1 correction projectile will be granted. Casting signature destructive wave consumes all correction projectiles to increase damage. Huh? Huh? So condensation to correction. Okay. When Busty Raj or Snowstorm is active, tapping signature will consume all correction projectiles to cast signature destructive wave.
There's nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide.
When Frosty Raj and Snowstorm are inactive, it will pull enemies and fire enhanced bullets.
There's nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide.
So she had to swap weapons? Press and hold red up key to start charging. Leading calibration is full. Activates quiet calibration mode. Having auto consumes condensation projectile to shoot. Tapping again after being empty will throw out the back of revolver. Tapping. Oh, I didn't read what she said. When the weapon. Oh, there's. Okay. Sure, another method of swapping weapons. Quiet calibration. Single basic attack can consume projectiles. Oh, press and hold. And then tap red orb. What? Tapping red up to throw out the back revolver. Tapping dodge or red orb again triggers gun swap. When the back revolver fully loads the cylinder. I have no idea. Okay, just spam red to be fine. Cool. What? Oh, press and hold. Release. There's no basic attack. Tap red orb. After tapping red orb to throw out the. What is this novel? Okay. After tapping red orb to throw out the backup revolver. Tapping dodge red orb again triggers gun swap with the backup revolver and fully loads the cylinder. What? Tap it. What? This is going over my head. I feel I don't have the required degree to understand this. Here's how this dream recovers condensation projectiles. Well, non-calibration mode, tapping it over to dodge summons a drone to attack enemies and get 3 condensation projectiles. It wouldn't let me, what? Okay, I guess it did then. I didn't understand a word of that.
This is my choice. This is my choice.
I don't understand anything that's been said.
Nowhere to hide.
I need to Dr. in Wanshi first. There's so many jokes I can make in response to that, but I'm just not going to.
This is my choice. Your weakness.
But then you tap this.
Exposed. There's nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide.
So it's the other ult when he's got the full points, right?
This
What
is
if I-
like seeing the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Your weakness has been fully exposed. This is like seeing the bigger picture now. There's nowhere to go.
Not
Nowhere to
uses the...
hide.
Okay. I fear I'm not understanding a word of this, but we'll leave. And we'll see what the next tutorial is, because I'm sure Celica will explain the full damage output.
On we go. Take the path the dead have forged and move beyond.
I really wish you had like proper gloves. That'd be amazing. No reason in particular. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't ask questions why I want that. Okay. I just wanna. Okay, we'll see how he plays.
There are many paths, but only one way this will go.
Yes. Okay, show me the damage output cycle. Okay, so ping any ores to accumulate calibration.
This is like seeing the bigger
So
picture.
calibration is the lines. After pressing on the red orb, so press and hold it, release, then tap red orb return. Yeah, okay. Shut up, Celica! But there's not enough. Okay. But I did the dot. Wait, what? Okay. Having it over again after successful gun stop will triggers continuous fire and continue to be performed when the cylinder empties.
There's nowhere to go.
So just keep
Nowhere to
pressing
hide.
red? His second damage output cycle! That was pretty execute properly. Okay, I see. Pinging over to accumulate calibration.
This is my choice.
Press and hold release, then basic attack. So basically just keep pressing red orb then.
There's nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide.
That's what you've already lost me on that. So press and hold. Oh, I didn't have enough things yet.
Exposed. There's nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide.
That's one. And the other one is...
Bigger picture now?
Already, you've lost me again.
Seeing the bigger picture now? This is my choice.
Oh no, you lost me again!
Seeing
What was the
bigger
second
picture
one?
now?
It was like gain the thing at the bottom. Then hold, then undo, then you like press and hold. That doesn't do anything. Oh god, I've actually completely forgot. Oh, what is this? I think I need to redo the tutorial. I don't understand his second damage output cycle. I'm gonna have to redo it. I don't understand.
See, your weakness is fully exposed.
I had
This
to
is my
reload the
choice.
gun. Okay, so that obviously reloaded it. That's holding it. How do I reload again? Is it red orb again?
This is my see, your weakness has been fully exposed.
So that accidentally reloaded it, but I don't know what I did to do that.
This is my choice.
I don't know what I'm doing to accidentally reload the
Bigger
gun.
picture now?
Okay, I'm gonna leave and redo this. Because I just cannot
On we go.
understand what they're asking
Take
of
the
me.
path the dead have forged and move beyond.
3 orb plus 1 orb, hold red then release, all basic attack while spamming red orb until all available. Oh! 3 orb, hold and release red, spam red orb, ult. So the ult spamming red orb thing is what I've already learned, right?
There are many paths, but only one way this will go.
Oh, Celica, why did you make this so complicated? I'm gonna have a word with Asimov for this. Okay.
This is my
It's about the
choice.
calibration and the bullets are different things that are confusing me as well. So activate calibration mode, doing this. So that's accidentally swapped it. Then keep pressing it, and then do
There's
signature.
nowhere
Cool.
to go. Nowhere to hide.
Piano is commit
Your
calibration.
weakness has been fully exposed.
Press the red over, activates calibration mode. Hold this to empty the cylinder. So then doing it again.
There's nowhere to go.
Just hold then red, then hold
Nowhere
then
to
red,
hide.
right? To do this
My
twice, hold. Why is there only one bullet now in the thing? I thought it was full. So hold.
There's nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide. This is your weakness. Seeing the bigger picture now?
So hold. Then red again to reload. Then hold. Then I can't red again anymore.
There's nowhere
Let's
to
go
go.
on. Then I need to ult then.
Nowhere to hide.
Okay, is that it? Have I understood it? So the two things, right?
This is my seeing the bigger picture
Hold.
now?
Then keep spamming red. And that's it. Then
There's
you ult
nowhere to
again.
go. Nowhere to hide.
then
See, this
you do that
your
again.
weakness has been fully exposed.
You hold. Why does he keep putting only one bullet in?
There's nowhere to go.
I think
Nowhere
that's
to
it. I think
hide.
that's the two different ults. Dodging into red orb? Oh, what do you mean? I don't know what you mean by dodging into... Oh, like that? Ah, I see. So then if I do... oh, I haven't got enough calibration yet.
This is much seeing the bigger picture now.
If I do that, then hold. Then red. Then hold. Then...
There's nowhere to go.
Okay, that's it.
Nowhere to hide.
And then you dodge in red, then you dodge in red. Oh, that's really difficult with my current keybind setup. I guess I could use, left, right click, sorry to do that.
See, this is my
The other one
choice.
is hold. Do that. Do that again.
There's
I
nowhere
see!
to go.
Okay, I think I got the hang of it.
Nowhere
Thank you,
to
chat,
hide.
for explaining to me! I really needed that. I really, really, really needed that. And then you can... I see. Okay, I feel smart now. I certainly don't still understand it at all. I think I want it. Does what I say make
Off you go.
sense?
Take the path the dead have forged. and
I
move
think
beyond.
I figured it out. I think I'm a genius now. I'm sort of a Wanshi expert myself. Guys, if you're saying repeatedly, oh no, I need this, I need this, I need this. I do not understand very well from text descriptions. I need to learn from doing it myself. I'll build a muscle memory, but yeah.
There are many paths. but
Time to
only
get
one
destroyed!
go.
Is it another cost shoot? No, it's not. Oh wait, no, this is another tutorial. Wait. Oh, there's more! Okay. Pick any orders to accumulate calibration. Cool.
Seeing the bigger your weakness has been fully exposed.
Pressing one dodge activates frigid calibration. I'm having great order for you inspired. Oh no, good exclamation Arctic Ice Layer could trigger gun swap to switch to the backup revolver. Oh no. That's just the same thing again, but you hold dodge, and you do red orb again. It's
There's
signature,
nowhere
cool.
to go. Nowhere to hide.
So we've unlocked congelation. Ping ups to cast calibration. I'm
Seeing the
pinging.
bigger
Oh, I'm
picture
pinging wrong
now.
one. It's just the same thing. But it's done
nowhere
with
to
the
go.
dodge instead,
Nowhere
right?
to hide.
It's just the same thing, but you use dodge instead of the red. Wait, already forgotten. Oh, it's because my thing isn't high enough, yeah.
Your weakness has been fully exposed. See, there's nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide.
Yeah, I think I suck at this. But we'll have to learn through practice. A lot of
Off
practice.
you go. Take the path the dead have forged and move beyond.
Alert for your eyes. Hold dodge for glaciation and fixed damage. Ah. Oh, there's not even a combat practice. It's just that. I guess we'll never know how he works. I'm gonna get destroyed. At least I go straight into his story. And we'll learn from that. Cool, right? The long goodbye. Let's do it. Oh, this one's a long one. Like I said, it's called The Long Goodbye, but this is a long chapter. Cool. Let's do it. Once he turns his wrist, slowly clenching and unclenching his fist, just as he did years ago when he first awakened at the Star of Life. I want to say, by the way, Wanshi's interlude still it's been years and it still lives rent free in my head. So good. Anyway, let's do the story. do the story. Baby Wanshi! Sorry, one sec. Look forward. Do you see it? The child lifts his head as a gust of wind disperses the mist, sending his white curls dancing into the corners of his eye. Not yet. Keep going, Wanshi. Don't look back. Keep going, just keep moving forward. Yes. Keep going. Here we are. The child reaches the massive oak tree, gasping for air. The journey back here is old but drained him physically. The oak trunk blocks his view, leaving him blind to everything else. He reaches out with a skeletal hand to touch the bark, only to quickly withdraw it when the rough texture pricks his skin. Look down. Following his mother's guidance, the boy bends down and struggles to dig out a pale yellow stone from the soil beneath the tree trunk. It's amber. Amber? Is there something inside? I can't see it clearly. The boy holds the amber up to the sky, but with the sunlight hiding behind the fog, whatever lies within the amber goes blurry. A soft sigh just from behind, distinctly feminine. Once the sun rises, we'll see everything clearly. This is as far as I can go. This moment marks the beginning of your story, Wanshi. Mother? Let me tell you a story. In this world, there are many people who travel between Earth and Eden, serving as messengers connecting these two realms. What? Now they want to invite you on a journey to Eden. I don't want to go. They don't need me anyway. Last time you told me that Eden's travel screening is really strict. They only let you go through if you're either really smart or really strong. Someone who can fight and do lots of work. They know you're still a child. I'll give you time to grow. The journey won't take long. Just to take a little nap, and when you open your eyes, you'll be there. The boy wrings his hands together. His fingers and sleeves are still covered in black soil from digging earlier. He's still at an age where he can't properly take care of himself. Will it be long before I see you again? I think so. But in the future, you'll definitely find me, or I'll find you. I'm sorry. Uh-oh, that's not a good sound. Cardiac arrest in bed 47. Bed 47? Wanshi? How long has he been here? Get Dr. Melvi to check on him. I'm on it. Activate emergency response system for bed 47. Check, tracheal intubation first, then establish IV access. Is it tracheal? It's your trachea, right? People say trachea as well, so it's weird. I'll have someone contact the boy's legal guardian. No need for that. Set the DBS pulse frequency above 100. Normal simulator settings shouldn't be this high under normal circumstances. I'm his temporary guard and I'm responsible for him. Now hurry! The stagnant air in the room suddenly stirs to life as doctors briefly check bed 47 before rushing away, only to return moments later with various life support equipment to hook up to the child. Just one more step, Wanshi. Just one more step forward. He's fine. Patient in bed 47 is awake. American English is the second way I said it. What, tracheal? Weird. Confined to the hospital bed, the boy's small body trembles as he opens his eyes. He stares at the ceiling with an unfocused gaze. Phew. What was that? Let's take it easy. Just do as I say and blink twice. Like that? Is that good enough? Oh, she's cute. Hi, Melby. Hi, Melby. Are you an intern? A child with his mental age under 1 can't even follow basic instructions. How do you expect to access this consciousness? Wait, he's under 1? I would have thought he'd be like 4 or 5 or something, not under 1. He's, Sprite doesn't look like that. With a child in the bed who appears to be 4 or 5. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I don't think he would have been fun. Sully rings twice, which immediately draws the doctor's full attention. Now blink 3 times? Yes, make a fist. Just close the hand I'm pointing at. And, yes, that's it. Seems like deep stimulation therapy is effective. This is the second child I've seen wake up. Human life truly is miraculous. The doctor turns around excitedly to look at Melvi, who stands frozen beside the bed. In all her 3 months as an intern, she's never seen such an expression on Melvi's face. She actually did it? With a trembling hand, Melvi reaches out to Wanshi and gently touches his forehead. Wanshi strains to press his face against Melvi's palm, clearly wanting to say something, but the trichotomy tube prevents him from speaking. It's okay now. Everything's okay. Years of rehabilitation in the Star of Life Pediatric ICU. After a moment's contemplation, Melvi decides to write the medical record in Wanshi's empty dossier, making it the first entry in his files. In rehabilitation, Wanshi's like a newborn child, understanding nothing, having to learn everything anew. With a portable respirator constantly by his side, he progresses from standing with support devices to taking a few guided steps with Melvi's help. Months later, he finally manages to take his own unsteady steps independently. Hello there, little Wanshi. Where are you going? Melvi, is Aunt Neldy here? I think I just saw her clock out. I'm not sure if she's scheduled for the night shift, though. I'm on duty tonight. What can I do for you? Melvi appears behind Wanshi and bends down to adjust the ventilator strap at the back of his head. I'm gonna go insane. I'm Nelly. I want to be a little helper again tonight. Not tonight, sweetie. I have work to do and your job is to get some sleep. But I really want a wish card. I want black cards, Wanshi. I want more black cards. We can't all go. We want... The Make-A-Wish cards are part of a small reward system Melody created for the pediatric ward. Children can earn these cards by being good, taking their medicine, getting their shots, going to bed on time, or being Melby's little helper. Only 20 wish cards are given out each week, and the children eagerly compete for them. Like Freckle, in the bed next to Wanshi's. He's a freckled child who lost both legs to his illness, which continues to spread even now. What do you want the wish cards for? You never trade them in for toys or candy when I give them to you. Well, you're just trying to stay up late, aren't you? Under Melby's all-knowing gaze, Wanshi stumbles to an explanation. There were monsters in my dreams. I'm scared. Mom wants me to tell me, but I can't remember what it was. Melby's expression darkens. She takes Wanshi's hand and leads him away from her colleagues who are preparing to leave for the day. In the corner, Melby's voice turns stern. Wanshi, haven't I made it clear? You're not supposed to talk about Mom when you're out here. Yes. Listen carefully to what I'm about to say. She left right after you were brought to the Star of Life. You've never been anywhere else, and I've been the one taking care of you all this time. And Mom told me I came from Earth. Impossible. There's grass there, and flowers, soil, big trees, birds, and the ocean. None of that is fake. Enough, Wanshi. You're just being delusional. Wow! I don't like this Melby person anymore. She looks cute, but I don't like it. Wanshi clams his mouth shut, his breathing quickening as he glares at Melby with visible displeasure. I don't blame you. You don't understand, but you must never say these things to anyone else. Absolutely no one. You have no idea what kind of danger that could put you in. Nightmares. You'll get used to— That's not something you say to a kid! You'll forget them eventually, Wanshi. Be a good child. This is not— She sucks. I hate this Melby person. She's awful. Dinner will be here soon. You should head back now. And don't come to see me tonight. Wanshi sniffles. Oh, Melby. Perhaps realizing her harshness, Melby softens her tone. Never mind. If you really want to stay with me, you can help me with the medical records tonight. Same as always. You can help me with the stool. Don't touch any medicine, though, and that goes for everything else. If you behave, I'll give you a wish card. How does that sound? Wanshi's eyes instantly light up. I'll be good. Be good about what? Melly pulls Wanshi behind her protectively as she faces the middle-aged man with dull golden eyes. A sun changing music makes me suspicious. Just being a girl boss while gaslighting gatekeeping? The man leans down to get Wanshi, his name tag briefly flashing through the child's eyes. Yes, okay. Mr. Corona is back. Well, now I see why we should hide him. We should... Wanshi, go into another room. I need to punch this man, don't look. What's your name, little one? Slinging the man's white coat and name tag, Wanshi decides to trust him. No! Bad. No, Wanshi. Hello, Wanshi. What brings you here? Why are you out with the doctor? I'm going on duty with Aunt Melby. Melby. I've heard that name before. A colleague might have mentioned it. Kagawa Corona straightens up and turns to Melby. I'm Kagawa Corona. You must be new to pediatrics. I haven't seen you around before. Who are you? What do you want? Under Melby's glare, the man gently pats Wanshi's head. Don't touch him! Hand away! So what if she's gaslighting a child or a woman allowed to have hobbies? True and real, but mine is just writing fan fiction. She should take up a different one. White curls shift between fingers as Wanshi looks up at the adult patting his head, only to find their gaze still fixed upon him. Wanshi, there's something I need to ask you. He pauses for a moment before asking the question that matters most to Wanshi. Do you remember your mother? What is this guy's problem, man? Mother? The word strikes a nerve in Melby. She instantly tightens her grip on Wanshi's hand, ready to flee at any moment. So you're one of those people interested in the experiments. I don't know what she did after going to Earth. Nobody does. Wanshi has nothing to do with her anymore, so stay out of this. Besides, this is Babylonia, not some place where you can hunt for test subjects as you wish. Wanshi looks bewilderedly between the two people in white coats. Trusting Melby more, he follows the instructions and answers the man's question in all seriousness. I don't remember. I don't have a mother. Wanshi, don't answer him. Did Melby tell you to say that? Please leave immediately or I'll have to call security. That won't be necessary. I just need to confirm something with Wanshi. The man pulls a gun from behind his... This has escalated quickly. What is your problem? The man pulls a gun from behind his waist and raises it towards Wanshi. Melby lunges forward, screaming something inaudible. Wanshi remains still. This is his first time seeing a gun. What do you mean, probably? The dark barrel of the gun looks him in the eye. Then searing pain explodes through his head. So the nightmares never did stop, did they, Wanshi? Huh? Just the first node? Yeah! Wanshi sits up on the maintenance platform and takes a deep breath, feeling the vital fluid surge rapidly through his entire body. Wanshi turns his wrist, slowly clenching and unclenching his fist, just as he did years ago when he first awakened at the Star of Life. The sealed laboratory is silent, with him as his sole occupant. It's an ordinary day. While the rest of Strike Hawk carries out the mission on the ground, he undergoes compatibility testing for his new frame in Babylonia. The door in the back of the sealed laboratory slides open as someone drags in diagnostic equipment. Same old. Yes, involuntary memory data retrieval. The 7th occurrence this month. The adverse effects only show minor mind deviation, but the frequency is abnormally high. Temporarily switch you back to your old frame. Looking sleep deprived, Asimov connects the diagnostic equipment to an equally exhausted Wanshi. His brow furrows deeper as he studies the displayed waveforms. Frame changes do typically cause mind deviation, usually resolved after an adjustment period. You requested his frame a while ago, and the compatibility period isn't short either. These minor issues shouldn't be occurring anymore, theoretically speaking. And the problem lies with my mind itself. I spoke with the doctor who handled your transformation yesterday. The situation was critical at the time. He had to seal away the memory data causing mind instability, or the transformation would have failed. You were already aware of the situation, weren't you? Wanshi nods. Such complications during emergency transformations aren't uncommon. Usually your memories from when you were still a human interfere with the process, and sealing them away helps maintain a degree of mind stability in constructs. I advise against awakening these memory data. We can't predict the consequences of forcing them out, although you've started accessing them already without yourself knowing it. I'll have your leader request an extended adjustment period for you. For now, avoid taking on any critical missions. We'll need a commandant's assistance later, whether to release and reorganize the chaotic data deep within your mind, or to reinforce its containment. Either way, your mind needs to be stabilized in a controlled environment. Sure. Go and get some rest. Wait. Huh? New frame compatibility. Let's give that another try. What do you mean? It was just a slight deviation. I can learn to ignore it. It's like learning how to get used to dreams. I don't think you should push past it, Wanshi. Morning, Amy. Good morning! A long goodbye. Only to combat dispatch center. A shrill alarm blares from the monitoring equipment, drawing the attention of nearby staff. Warning! Right time movement detected in Area AQ. Establishing communication with local recon personnel. The operator in charge of the area immediately pulls up the ground communication feed. The video feed is distorted and blurry, only showing rapid movement on the other end. At least the audio transmission remains clear. Reporting on my time movement in Area AQ. It's been over 44 hours since the last time movement. 30 minutes ago, a new movement was detected. It is submerged in environmental monitoring station, confirming red tide activity. The red tide appears to be targeting conservation areas 189 and 190. The red tide is moving southeast from the northwest at an average speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Speed is expected to increase to 30 kilometers per hour within the hour. Estimated arrival: conservation area 189 in 12 hours, followed by area 190 in 13 hours. The situation is particularly critical as both conservation areas serve as fuel supply units for Babylonia. Red tide contamination would pose a severe risk. Based on the reassessment, I recommend immediate evacuation of all residents and engineering personnel. Acknowledged. Evacuation preparations for both conservation areas were completed this week. Ready to proceed at any time. The operator's fingers move across the control panel as his eyes scan through multiple screens. He pauses when a particular node catches his attention and studies it for a few seconds. Do you require dispatch assistance? This is standard protocol, but I know you really need it. Rapid movement in the video feed gradually slows down. This time I do. Please dispatch 1 or 2 scouts to assist me. Copy. The nearest scouts have received a support request, but as this area has always been stable, it might take some time for them to get here. If necessary, we can redirect the team currently on mission into conservation areas. Not necessary. I'll wait for the other scouts to arrive. The brief moment of casual exchange fades as both the scout and dispatcher quickly return to their professional demeanor. Maintain stable communication and continue monitoring the red tide. As the dispatcher ends the call, a figure suddenly emerges from the corner. Wait! Behind the new dispatcher, the monitoring equipment under his charge blinks with red warning lights. There's an abandoned building 80 kilometers northwest of Conservation Area 189, right in the red tide's path. We detected an unknown signal there 2 hours ago. I dispatched several nearby... I'm good. Nearby contacts to form a temporary squad for investigation, but they completely lost contact after receiving the support request. There was also an elite conscript from New Sophiasburg who volunteered to join them. We lost contact with them too. So you're telling me the provisional conscript squad has gone missing and their last transmission was a distress signal? The rookie nods vigorously while handing over additional documents. And there's this! Some data we transmitted along with the distress signal. Oh, some data was transmitted along with the English. Some data was transmitted along with the distress signal. We can confirm this building was once a research facility. There's no record of it in the Science Council archives. After glancing at the transmitted data, the usually stern dispatcher draws a deep breath before turning to check the information on other nearby teams. Report this data to command right away, then send me a copy of the provisional squad's roster. I'll coordinate the support. There should be 2 task forces and a commandant on standby in conservation areas 189 and 192. The closest one is Graven. Information on 2 search and rescue capable teams appears on screen as the dispatcher initiates communication. Graven. Raven. Raven. Please. I want to go with Wanshi. I sent the information on our squad meeting, needing assistance to your terminal. Can you confirm receipt? Yeah! Copy that! The human sits in the speeding transport vehicle, studying the detailed mission briefing on their tactical terminal. With recent increased red tide activity near the conservation area, the Raven Commandant and their squad are assisting with evacuation preparations within the zone. From last night until tonight, 2 partial evacuations have been conducted in the conservation areas, led by Liv and Lee respectively. According to the original plan, the Raven Commandant would handle the last group of residents. Lee would return at dawn and escort them to temporary shelter with the Commandant's rendezvous with Lee. Just now, a scout issued a red tide anomaly warning to the conservation area. Babylonia also just dispatched an urgent support mission to Raven's Commandant. You'll have to leave the 2 station constructs to provide support. The scouts over there will assist your team. The mission takes place in a abandoned research institute. Your objectives are to search for the recon squad members and gather any research data you can find. Most importantly, the red tide will engulf the mission area in 9 hours. We have to evacuate before then. Roger. As the mission communication ends, the conscript driving the transport vehicle turns her head back excitedly. I've been stationed at the conservation area 189 for over a year. But this is my first time carrying out a support mission like this. Me too. His name's Greg. I can't take this. Sandy gives Greg an overly dramatic pat on the back. He gets nervous about everything at first, but he's actually quite reliable when he needs to get the job done. Commandant, I hope you can be patient with him. Don't worry too much. It's just a routine mission. I really can't. Sandy, open the window! It's my throwing up sound. You're actually gonna throw up? I'm in your concert, for God's sake! Sandy scrambles to lower the window while Greg immediately leans out and starts dry heaving. Just like me, for real, for real. The cold wind rushes into the vehicle, but is kept at bay by your winter gear. Spring may have arrived, but the northern location still demands respect for its low temperatures. We're almost at our destination. Don't mess this up at the final moment. The Commandant's watching, you know. The transport vehicle runs over a rock, causing it to bounce twice. The jolting motion makes Greg's vision blur. What's that? Panting from his bout of nausea, Greg manages to recalibrate his visual modules and spots several shadowy figures lurking in the darkness ahead. Can constructs throw up though? I have no idea. I mean, they can eat food, but I wouldn't think they could throw up. I guess that's why it's dry heaving and not actually like being sick. Watch out, swerve right! As Greg makes out the shapes clearly, he raises his gun while shouting, "Header creature spotted!" Sandy yanks the steering wheel hard. The tires screech against the ground, the sharp sound mixing with Greg's gunfire. Let me chug water real quick. There we go. On the right too! Spotting the danger, you raise your weapon and shoot back 2 hetero creatures just as they're about to latch onto the vehicle's rear. There are over a dozen of them to the left. What's going on? The red tide shouldn't be here yet. Did it speed up? Why didn't I get any wings? Why didn't I get any warnings from the scouts? No red tide readings on the surface either. I don't know where they came from. I said I wasn't cut out for this. My first mission, everything's going wrong. We gotta retreat. A hetero creature leaps into the right window, its massive jaws gaping at you. Despite his agonized screams, Greg springs into action. Lunging past you, he shoves his gun into the hetero creature's mouth and unleashes a barrage of bullets. Seizing the opportunity, Sandy weaves the car through a series of sharp turns, throwing the remaining hetero creature off the vehicle. See, I told you Greg was reliable. Pretty awesome driving skills, right? She'll try applying for the support force once this mission's over. I think you're celebrating too early. Look, in front! With a trembling finger, Greg points in front of the transport vehicle. A dense swarm of hetero creatures blocks the end of the road, ready to prey upon the lone transport. That's our target facility up ahead. No way around it. We'll have to fight our way through them to get inside. The 2 constructs turn to look at you simultaneously. They've only spent a few days together, but they've already grown quite familiar with each other. We're forcing our way through. Roger that. The engine roars as the transport vehicle suddenly accelerates. With it, the inertia pins you on the seat. The transport truck plows through the hetero creatures and crashes into the building amidst a chorus of shrieks. The impact sending shockwaves throughout the vehicle. This is it! There's a door ahead! Let's rush in. Make sure to seal it shut behind us. I thought we were supposed to meet some elite construct at the target location. Where are they? The 3 of them leap from the vehicle with weapons in hand and rush into the building. While running, you check the information displayed on your terminal once more. The construct who should be meeting us here is... Don't look back, just keep running. Wanshi! A voice calls out from above the building, and the 3 of you instinctively drive forward. A moment later, a hail of bullets rains down from behind. He's back. Wanshi back. After diving in from the corridor behind the door, you finally look back to see a white figure leap down from above, firing freeze rounds through fierce wind to immobilize the shrieking header creatures in place. Get the door shut! After dispatching the header creatures at the front, Construct strides towards the door while support drones provide a comforting blanket of covering fire from behind. You shout the Construct's name. Okay, Wanshi! It's like I've always said, live, love, Wanshi. I was way too close. The header creatures almost had me buried. I'm the scout who sent out the red tide anomaly alert. I came here to be on standby after receiving the support request. Thank God you showed up. Really appreciate it. You're welcome. He looks so ethereal, man, especially with a sort of like whitish light acting as a halo behind him. Once she illuminates most of the header creatures outside, buying time for you, the three of you, to rush into the building. Everyone takes shelter in the sealed corridor of the research facility, using this brief moment of respite to check their equipment. You finally get a chance to look at Wanshi's new frame. I heard you submitted an application for a new frame recently. Is this the one? Yeah, just got it recently. My current mission is to monitor the red tide movements. Hold on a sec. Is this whether that last squad came here, was confirmed missing? Sandy and I tried scanning the area, but we didn't pick up on their signals. It might be due to the facility's internal jamming system. Before you arrived, I did some preliminary scouting. I didn't pick up any signals either, but I can confirm they were here. They took that same path we're on now. And she points to the side of his ear. The Hawkeye system. It's a test device the Science Council installed in frames. You can think of it as a portable version of the Spear of FOS. I can see that there's more information in this corridor alone than I expected. So you're picking up more traces than just those from the last squad? Yeah, but the old and new information are targeted are layered together. The oldest traces were left by the research facility's personnel. The more recent ones, from about 2 years ago, were left by deserter constructs in Babylonia. There are traces of Ascendants too. So this place is an Ascendant stronghold. It used to be. Greg falls silent, and Sandy gives him a familiar pat on the back. And here I was hoping the facility's projects would be somewhat normal, without any mutants. Now we find out we're about to walk right into an Ascendant's nest. I'm definitely gonna be dead weight. I'm not done yet. Greg nearly faints on the spot. The anomalous signal the last one was tracking remains deep within the research facility, but similar signals are scattered throughout the other areas of the building. Perhaps there are hints perhaps there are hints inside some other constructs that are left behind. Like this one. Once he walks past Greg and Sandy to reach a cluttered corner, where he picks up a heavily damaged terminal that still blinks rhythmically with light. It's Babylonia's standard issue military equipment. Yes, but it's not the latest version. With nimble fingers, Wanshi dismantles the old terminal and extracts the still intact transmitter inside. The signal light's blinking pattern changes. Its color shifting to red. Someone made a makeshift signaling device from spare parts, telling us to press forward. I can't make any sense of this. It's not even a signal Babylonia's contracts learn. What makes you so sure this was intentionally left as a hint? This makes no sense to me either. Wanshi, we want to be careful if this facility is once an Ascendant stronghold. This could be a trap. Don't worry, I know exactly what this construct was trying to do. It's a special signal that Shorthalt and his team used. Only those who've been on missions with him would recognize it. Shorthalt? Shorthalt is the former leader of the Skyrim squad. He's been missing for quite some time now, though. While the Ascendant has returned Shorthalt's nameplate, but ashore, the group was never expecting to run into the hint that Shorthalt had left behind in this abandoned research facility of all places. Everyone has sensed there's something out of the ordinary about this. Once she carefully tucks away his terminal and heads deeper into the research facility. Let's head deeper. This is the way to go, unless Shorthalt's trying to screw with anyone following his trail. What? What do you mean by that? Owie. Hard to say. What Shorthalt is pointing to. It could be a clue, or it could be trouble. It might even just be his way of saying hello. Though this signal doesn't seem like a friendly greeting, that's for sure. I worked with him many times when I first started going on missions. He had a habit of handling most difficult problems ahead, leaving signals behind any interesting And entrusting any unfinished business to those you followed. Whatever unfinished business you left behind would sometimes snowball into even bigger problems. And I had to work overtime to take care of them, but there were still times when his unfinished business was nothing more than lame attempts at being funny. Well, you never knew this leader from Scarab Squad. Although, well, everything Lamy has said by the shore a year ago, it stayed with you. You took the nameplate ever since. You feel complicated listening to Wanshi's description of Short while looking at the message he left behind. Can you detect when these seals were left behind? If it hasn't been too long, we might still have a chance. It's been there for a long time. Left behind around when he was declared missing. If there was any chance to escape, he'd crawl his way out if he had to. Wanshi's bangs fall forward and he hide his expression. Let's proceed with caution. Sounds good to me. Let's look around first. Be careful.
Understood.
English W!
Let's go.
Copy that.
English W! Yay! Okay. A messy brush strokes and pages full of smudges reveal the mental state of the creator. Reading on a fairy tale written in childlike sentences that can be found. It seems strangely familiar.
Toys, books, everything's a mess. The Babylonia construct remains. What happened here?
Stay alert. There's still quite a bit of punishing virus.
The Ascendant uses
A lustreless teddy bear in this to a small mangled body.
It's not just the Ascendant.
Let's open the gate. Might as well go through the tutorial again.
I still have another shot.
Oh, that didn't work. What the? Oh, let me press red orb. What the?
Your weakness has been fully exposed.
Oh, it's making me... Oh, now it's making me do the tutorial again. From scratch, so I can't go ahead and be silly.
There's nowhere to go.
I should have said no to the tutorial. It's gonna make me try and learn it now. Okay, there's a thing here.
Run!
How
So we
is
don't-
it
we
possible
should be
for
able
the
to hear his
punishing
yawning
virus
anymore
to
when he
be inside
stretches.
here?
They say that lab got wrecked. All the punishing viruses leaked out.
Is this why the Institute was wiped out?
Is that hair on my... It's hair on my head. Seems like...
See the bigger picture now?
Yay. Investigate. Childhood innocence and dreams abandoned and scattered. Open the gate. This definitely seems like a place for kids. It's got a lot of presents and stuff on the floor. Teddy bears and stuff, and like the books, yeah.
All the specimen tanks were shattered. Biological experiments, maybe?
Are these tests? They were actually using children as specimens. See the bigger picture now? There's nowhere to go.
Let's visit it.
Hi.
Nice. It's over here. Ooh, broken glass. Perhaps when every tear is shed and every drop of blood is drained, the pain will end. Oh god, that's terrifying. A frail body is imprisoned here, undecaying, unable to find release, even in death. It remains injured, the aging and fracturing, gazing at intruders with its broken presence, which is the fate of children who couldn't escape. Ah! Alright.
Still, have another shot.
I can't seem to do the... Oh, I need to do this
Nowhere
first.
to go. Nowhere to hide. You're weak to see the bigger picture now? Hello? Greg?
Oh, I don't think they sound so good.
See, your weakness is my choice.
Oh, I can't seem to... Okay, I need to use the ult first.
Nowhere to hide.
Then dash. Then gain bullets back again.
This is my
It's hard to do that with my keyboard setup.
Now? There's nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide.
Are we good? Swings off Commander Guidance Anime. Found something. Restoration. Okay, cool. Cutscene! Uh-oh, Wanshi, you good? As you walk into Wanshi, the wind rushes through the passage behind, carrying what seems to be the metallic scent of blood. You're right, Wanshi. Greg and Sandy are probably in trouble. Acting on instinct, you carefully dodge aside and raise your gun at the darkness behind you. Only static crackles through comms. Wanshi doesn't respond. Sensing something amiss, you grip your gun and quickly back up 2 steps to Wanshi's last known location, carefully peering into the room. The scene unfolds before your eyes. Something seems off about Wanshi when a corrupted suddenly springs from the pitch-black void behind him and drags him into the depths. Wanshi! Imperial Hex takes over you. You lunge forward and manage to grab Wanshi by the wrist just before he's dragged down. But the consequences of acting on instinct are all too clear. Both you and Wanshi are yanked down into the void from which a cacophony of crashing sounds comes. Despite your spinning vision, you stagger to your feet and fire several shots at the blurry shadows ahead. The corrupted fails to dodge. As the bullet finds its mark, the corrupted releases its grip on Wanshi and rapidly retreats down the long corridor ahead. When you look in the direction where the corrupted disappeared, you see nothing but the marks carved in the ground by its exposed framework. Wanshi, are you okay? As you slowly regain your vision, Wanshi comes into view. With his brows furrowed and revolver clutched yet tighter, he appears distant and dazed. Sorry. I'm really cold right now. I don't know what it is. I had to put my really big hoodie in the wash because I wash it every other Monday. And now I'm wearing a really thin one and it's not enough. It's barely anything in this. I'm freezing cold right now. I'm wearing so many layers and I'm still freezing. That corrupted. Something strange about it. Let's forget about it for now. I suspected there were mind fluctuations in you when we were up there. Is it because of the new frame? But I should be fully adapted to this by now. Establish a mind connection with me now. Alright. Unlike the calm of the previous connection, you feel turbulent waves as soon as Wanshi's mind beacon enters your mind. Apollonia would never let you descend in this condition. There were only minor mind fluctuations before, and even Asimov gave it the all clear. This is the first time something like this has happened. This probably has to do with the corrupted just now. Ugh. Huh? Wanshi's every data spirals out of control, throwing your mind into complete chaos. No. There seems to be something else in your mind? Uh-oh, he's got a virus. Drip. Drop. Drip. Drop. In the endless darkness, water drips next to the air. He wants to reach out and touch it, but not a single muscle in his entire body would cooperate. He can feel himself being dismembered. Skin peeled away, muscles slashed apart, and before his unsupported flesh can scatter across the ground, it's already been remodeled into something new. His entire body feels submerged in filth, yet simultaneously a new form takes shape. He tries to take a deep breath, only to realize this new body doesn't breathe. He attempts to move his fingers, and finally, the joints at his extremities twitch slightly. Time blurs into itself, and he raises his brand new head. Light red light flickers through the gaps in his joints. Mom? As he looks up, all the adults stare at him with visible tension, each wearing white protective suits that seal them completely, leaving not even the smallest gap exposed. Wait, hold up on the next step. The punishing's about to exceed the concentration limit. No, wait, it already did. The needle on one of the monitors rapidly swings past the safe zone, prompting the man watching the gauges to immediately press the nearest button. He suddenly finds himself unable to breathe, as if the constant flow of energy from the air into his body has been completely drained, leaving him in discomfort. The wide, thick metal clasps on his body slowly begin to tighten. Should have been me, yeah! It should have been me getting dissected and my skin peeled off, yeah! He springs into action, flexing his new arm with all his might. He tears through the supposedly unbreakable restraints as an adult screams in shock. Emergency protocols have failed! We can't contain it! Stop! Stop right now! Everyone out! The adults seem terrified of his approach, frantically rushing towards the door. Outside the window, people are shouting. Don't open the door! The punishing concentration in there is far beyond what we can handle! He's gone haywire! Free from his restraints, he advances eagerly towards the adult in the room, as if answering to the voices from outside the window. Abandon the test subject! Everyone evacuate! Do not approach this lab! Hiss. Don't leave! Even the respirator can't muffle the child's terrified scream. Once he jumps upright in bed, making Freckle and the next bed jump with fright, Nell be doing a routine patient check, turns to look at his way. The child curls up in the hospital bed, still trembling from fear. It takes a long moment before he can find his voice. Oh, one sec. Yay, sorry, my mom. Because I told my mom it was cold and she's making me a hot water bottle. Thank you, mom. Those things again. Was that me? No, it wasn't me. Another nightmare? Long accustomed to such scenes, Melby continues signing the children's bedside cards without even looking up. However, after signing the cards, Melby pauses at the sight of tears welling up in Wanshi's eyes. With a sigh, she pulls a colorful cloth from a bucket and bends down to place it beside Wanshi's pillow. Since you didn't cry during your nightmare, here's a wish card as a reward. Wanshi sits up and retrieves his collection of cards from under his pillow. He hands them all over to Melby. I want to use them all now. Let me stay with you today. No, Wanshi, I have too much work to do. What's the point of wish cards if you can't use them, huh? Stupid reward system. Melby refuses without hesitation. Besides, you have a mission, too. To rest well and focus on your rehabilitation. Seeing Wanshi's still silent, Melby pushes another access card into his hand. Well, how about this? You can go to the rehabilitation room today to play some games. Your favorite treasure hunter. Here's the access card. Just go and say hi to the doctor there. I don't want to go anymore. Why not? You can get rewards. Plus, it'll help with your rehabilitation. I don't want to do rehabilitation. Oh. What about acquired? We are so bad gamers. I'm now nice and toasty. I feel so warm now. It's great. I don't want to do rehabilitation. Once she covers his head. It's all so crazy. I can't even tell if that was a nightmare or not. Chaotic memories surface in every dream. Try as he might to process them, each time he finds himself drowning in their depths. It's as if foreign memories have been crammed into his mind. leaving him unable to tell whether these dreams belong to him or someone else. He tries to tell Melody about it, but she can't explain those bizarre dreams. Just no one can explain how a child who spent years in a coma shows no signs of mental regression. A child's distress makes Melody pause for a moment. After a brief hesitation, she gently strokes Wanshi's forehead. Wanshi, try to forget about them. They're just nightmares. It's all over now. Even Mom was just a dream? Melody's hand freezes mid-motion, and her tone turns serious again. Listen carefully, Wanshi. You're just sick. Your brain is creating hallucinations, making up dreams where you see your mom and all those other things you mentioned. This is not nice to tell a child. If you don't try to remember them, your brain will mark these as useless information and gradually throw them away. Melody's terminal chimes. She glances down at it, immediately rises to her feet. I have to go now. Something's come up. I'll come and check on you tonight. Until another doctor comes, stay here with your friends, okay? I'm sorry, Aunt Melvy, for bringing up things I shouldn't have again. I'll be good. I'll forget them. I'll throw them away, Aunt Melvy. Seeing Wanshi curl up again, Melvy seems to have more to say. With the terminal ringing, she can only eat behind 2 pieces of candy. As soon as the ward door closes, Freckle struggles to sit up in the adjacent bed. She's so good to you, isn't she? At least you get to see her every day, and she even gives you snacks. Freckle points at the empty leg of his pants. No one from my family has come to see me, even when I'm like this. Here, have some candy. I'll share with you. Freckle accepts Wanshi's kind gesture. He unwraps the fruit candy and pops it into his mouth. Whatever, it's only getting better is such a good thing anyway. Once you recover, they'll ship you off somewhere else. The same thing will happen to you. Huh? What, are you planning to live here forever? As soon as you're better, the Star of Life will transfer you to the youth center. What's the youth center? It's where they send all the kids who don't have moms. Freckle crunches down on the fruit candy with visible irritation. I heard over there they wake you up before dawn for shots of medicine. They won't let you eat or sleep, and there's even this mean old witch who punishes people. Really? I don't care if you believe it or not. Just enjoy your time here while you can. The moment you get better, the doctors will definitely send you away. Why not skip your VR rehab today? Nothing wrong with staying hooked up to the respirator and leg supports, right? Will Melby let me stay? Do you think she will? She's not your mom and you're not her only patient. She's got so many other patients to look after. Remember when her terminal went off earlier? She chose you or the other patients. Freckle's words grow more grating with each passing moment. Once she tightens the strap of the portable respirator behind his head and hops down from the bed with bare foot. I'm gonna chug some more water. Where are you going? My mom would never lie to me. She said I'd find her, so I definitely will. Wanshi clutches Melby's access card. This card opens more than just the VR but whoa, he's going haywire! He's going on a little journey. This card opens more than just the VR rehabilitation room. If I can't find her in Eden, then I'll look for her on Earth. And I'm not coming back if I can't find her on Earth. I'm not going to some youth center. Inside the room, Melby hands over a paper document to someone in work clothes. This is Wanshi's file. He must have been born in Kowloon because Babylonia has no record of his birth, though he has all of the documents. Let me see. This child has been in rehabilitation for so many years. It must have been quite challenging taking care of him. It's not too bad. Melby deliberately avoids reacting to the phrase, so many years. She had falsified the timeline to conceal Wanshi's unique circumstances. If she doesn't do this, those who refuse to let go of the project will soon notice something's wrong. By then, the threat to Wanshi's life may be far worse than just a toy gun. Even now, Melby still feels the same fear from when Kagara Kurono pulled out his gun. She's still far too removed from the blood and fire of reality. Wanshi! Come here! Ignoring Wanshi's stumble, Melby yanks him behind her. The commotion catches the attention of the nurse station. The scene startles Wanshi too. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. You didn't do anything wrong. What exactly are you trying to do? The man ignores Melby's anger and continues questioning Wanshi. Wanshi, do you remember this? I don't remember it. Ugh. As Melly covers Wanshi's mouth, he waves the gun again. It's just a toy. It's just a toy. Before he can hand it over, Melly snatches the toy gun away in anger. What do you want him to remember? To remember having a gun pointed at him? He just might end up remembering this, you know? Kurono's gaze remains fixed on Wanshi, studying him intently as if searching for something different about him. Yeah, I have a feeling that he was, definitely experimented on. So my theory is currently he was experimented on. She rescued him. And she's trying to prevent them from, like, she falsified information. So that they don't think he was a part of those experiments and don't come looking for him. But he, Kurono, knows. And wants Wanshi back, for whatever reason. Melly falls silent, as if sensing something. The nurses and doctors who rushed over ask with concerned expressions. Melody, what's going on? I heard a loud noise earlier. And you are... One sec. Everything's fine. Please take Wanshi back first. I'll watch over him during my shift tonight. No. I dropped something. I picked it up though, we're all good. I'm gonna drop something else in a second. There we go. Nice. Kurono remains still, silently watching as the nurses take Wanshi away. Everything looks fine. What's all the fuss? I just want to give the child a toy. Turns out I have a soft spot for kids. I already decided to keep him away from everything that has to do with Project Recall, including... Project Recall. And interestingly enough, Recall was a technology that Wanshi is intriguely focused on because that was what doesn't work. That was... what doesn't... was a lie to the constructs to make them think they were gonna be saved when they weren't. Okay. I see where this is going. I don't, but I do see the connections. Including Wanshi. No, especially Wanshi. I don't know what you're playing at, but you need to stop checking on him from now on, since everything's okay. He deserves his own life, free from burdens imposed by people. He'll be an ordinary resident of Babylonia and do what he wants to do. If I see you again, I'll sound the alarm immediately. The inspection's complete. His records check out. He can be transferred to the youth center today. How's all your paperwork been processed? Everything's been taken care of. Alright, sign the temporary guardian field. It took us months' worth of running back and forth to get this done. Babylonia's welfare system is quite a hassle. But you know that's just how it is, right? When it comes to children's rights, we have to be rigorous. I don't know if they have rights. I think on Babylonia they only have children's wrongs. Okay. Of course. This story patch is actually something introduced in the Wanshi patch? Okay, right. I'm interested then. Come to think of it, you weren't particularly close to his mother, so why did she grant you temporary custody of her child? We used to be colleagues. Ah, okay. You wouldn't see this in his record due to project sensitivity. Oh, okay. Molly signs the document. Did his mother work on the project then? Meanwhile, when she comes out of the ward, wait, that's why, maybe that's why that she doesn't want you to think about his mother anymore. Because if it turns out that his mother was connected to the project or whatever, and he goes looking for her, then he'll be put back in it again. Maybe. Theory. My theory. Meanwhile, when she comes out of the ward, clutching the access card Melly gave him with sweaty palms, his nemesis evident in every movement. While Freckles said still echoes in his ears, and he's made up his mind. He won't continue with rehabilitation. He doesn't realize he's already lost his chance to delay rehabilitation. Melly hasn't told him that his recovery has been successful and has reached levels of a normal child, so he continues his aimless search for a place to go. He wanders the hospital corridors, his presence now a familiar sight to the doctors who see him as their most obedient patient. and tacitly allow his freedom. Yet none of them knows what's running through his mind. Where am I supposed to find Mom? Where am I supposed to find this dream that Aunt Nellie talked about? Even if it's nothing but a fleeting dream, he still wants to chase after it. Because it's the only thing he has. He breaks into a jog, something he only managed to do just last week. The wind gently rushes past Wanshi's ears, accompanied by the bustle of voices. He sees many guardians bringing their children here for treatment. He suddenly doesn't want to see these adults anymore, so he keeps running until their voices fade into the distance. Your running's very conspicuous, Wanshi. If you're running around, they're gonna notice. This is pretty. Finally, he comes to a stop in the corner he's never been to before. Artificial sunlight streams through the slats of the... is it... Venetian? Blinds? He finds himself drawn closer. He tiptoes to lift the blinds and peers down below. He witnesses the other side of this world. He sees it. On the platform near the spaceport, several people in white coats sprinting out with a stretcher, carrying a motionless person on it. Why are you so late? Hurry, hurry, hurry! Hurry up, you in the front! You think we got back late on purpose? There's several more still in the transport aircraft. The stretcher disappears beyond Wanshi's view as people carry it away. The agitated construct covers their face, spins it in the same spot twice, then looks up aimlessly at the people rushing past. Wanshi stares in confusion at their exaggerated movements. When the construct's gaze sweeps in Wanshi's direction, he instinctively ducks down and hides by the window. His breathing, muffled by the respirator, comes unusually pronounced. After a long moment, Wanshi finally stands up and, carefully, steals a glance at the window. More people gather on the platform, and there's fluid pooling on the ground. But it's not the kind of blood he's familiar with. It's a construct. Wanshi does look at the stairway behind him, knowing that the steps lead to the other side of this world. A minute later, the sound of a child's footsteps echoes faintly through the stairwell. Circulation system is completely down. I'll get the spare connection cables and vital fluid replenishment. Should be in some maintenance room 6. Don't bother, it's over. The two doctors stand in the corner, looking at the construct that has lost all signs of life. After barely a second of silence, they pick up the maintenance equipment and move on. A massive assault on the ground battlefield today has strained the resources of the construct maintenance department. Many constructs can't even make it to the maintenance rooms and are forced to retrieve emergency treatment in the triage hall. Notify your squad mates. Hurry up, maintenance room 12 is free now. Prepare for surgery and don't forget to wash your hands. I don't think you need to tell a surgeon to not forget to wash their hands. She has family in Babylonia. Her squad mates have been notified. As long as they're notified, that's good. Don't space out. Back to work. Just as the doctor finishes changing into a fresh medical gown, they turn around and feel someone bump into their leg. Huh? A child wearing a respirator stares at the doctor whose hands are covered in vital fluid. Where did this child come from? Get him out of here now! A tall construct steps forward and covers Wanshi's eyes. Okay. Is this child also a family member? We already had another one outside who won't leave us alone. That can't be right. He's wearing a pediatric ward wristband. Another construct whose head is covered in condensation liquid approaches and gestures for sure Wanshi over to him. Dad wants you over to him. He must have taken a wrong turn. I'll lead him out. He shouldn't have come here. Cian, go ask around the inpatient ward if anyone's missing a child. I'll keep watch here. We've got several patients in the maintenance stations that can't be left unattended. Roger. Amid the chaos, a flustered construct grabs Wanshi by both arms and carries him out of the emergency hall like a small animal. No! Please put me down. Wanshi recalls seeing something similar in Freckles' terminal, where the people kidnapped would struggle and scream, "Let go!" following what he remembers. Following what he remembers makes his request the most polite way possible. At the end of the corridor, the boy demonstrates the proper way of doing that with his shouting. Let me go! Let me go! Darn it, get out of my way! Cian's expression turns grim at the screams outside. After a final glance at the female construct who lost all vital signs, he carries Wanshi in the opposite direction, hoping to avoid the commotion. The boy with purple hair lunges forward and grabs Cian's leg, His action is so desperate it draws the attention of even the busy doctors. What did you do to my mother? Who's his mother? He's a family member, that construct from earlier. But the husband and wife became constructs and they sent their child to Babylonia when they enlisted. Ah! I see. Don't bother. With injuries that severe, there would be nothing we could do even if we used every medical supply in the maintenance room. Sorry. People wouldn't have died had I kept watch just a little longer back then. My dad disappeared after coming here last time, and now you want to take my mom too? Get out of my way! The new intern doctor strides over the tangled mess of equipment wires and approaches the boy. Places a hand on the boy's shoulder. The corner of the emergency hall falls silent as everyone watches intently, waiting to hear what comforting words the doctor might offer. Your mother will be fine. She's just severely injured and needs to enter stasis. Stasis? Constrict stasis? Oh, we're just lying to kids now, that's great. Yes. Our current medical technology can't restore mobility right away. She needs to stay in stasis for a while before she can be treated. For how long? Well, many years? Probably until you grow up. How old are you? The intern doctor's voice trembles. 7.5. Then 8 years. 8.5 years. Maybe when you're 16 she'll wake up. This is such a vile thing to say to a child, man. Wow. We're just lying to kids. Cool. The anger and sorrow in the boy's eyes begin to fade, replaced by a glimmer of hope, like a tiny flame struggling to stay alive. 8.5 years. I can wait. That's right. You can also do something helpful, like going to medical school or become a construct doctor and coming back here to find a way to wake her up. Wow! Career paths are chosen by these, very early these days. I see so many young interns here at the start of life. But I'm not one of them. I'm not that young anymore. What are you talking about? Maybe you could go into research. Become a scientist. No, it's too dangerous. Some scientists go crazy from all that studying. How about becoming a construct? No, that won't work either. That's even more dangerous. Bottle fluid is dripping from the intern's unwashed hands on the floor. That's enough. Take half a day off and go get some proper rest. The rambling young doctor and the boy both gaze towards an unreachable future, both seemingly convinced it will come true whether they're the deceiver or the deceived. The other doctors will turn away because they cannot bear to watch anymore, focusing instead on saving the constructs under their care. An unsettling serenity permeates the entire construct maintenance department. But a child's voice shatters the moment. No, she's dead. Thanks, Wanshi! Wait a second! Okay, right. Wanshi's interlude came out, like, what, 3 years ago? So I'm kind of struggling to remember it. But wasn't the whole point of Wanshi's interlude him coming to terms with having to lie to patients? If I remember correctly, his interlude is by him figuring out the recall is not real. And then... The turning point is that he learns to lie to other people because it makes them feel better in their final moments or something, right? It's been years, I can barely remember it. But this is like Wanshi's original telling the truth thing coming through, and then eventually when he's older, learns to lie because that's more comforting to people. Grips table aggressively, I love this. She's dead. Everyone's been lying to you. The spark of hope in the boy's eyes flickers out, leaving behind nothing but a cold stillness. Wanshi's no memory of how he made it back to the pediatrics ward. His memories are a blur. He vaguely recalls breaking free amidst crying children and panicking adults, only to run straight into Melby, who had been searching for him. Melby scoops him out of this crowd and pulls him away, just in time to avoid an incoming medical cart rushing past. What happened after? Melby, trembling with fury, drags him back to the pediatrics ward. Why did you sneak out like that? I trusted you completely and you used my keycard. Melby stops mid-sentence, pressing her hand against her forehead in frustration. No, this is my fault. I never should have given you my keycard. I'm sorry. Wanshi knows he probably said something wrong again, but he doesn't understand why. The doctor not only lied to him, but he also wanted him to become a doctor in the future. He lies and Aunt Melvie teaches me to lie too, but isn't lying and deceiving wrong? From the window of this empty room, and the Star of Life Emergency Center is visible. Melvie glances outside, seeing only the sea of flashing emergency lights. The day has ended, and even the artificial sunlight has gone to rest. A transport aircraft continue bringing back wounded warriors. How am I supposed to explain this to you at a time like this? Melvie turns away from the window and crouches down to Wanshi's level. She places her hand on his shoulders that are still too frail to bear any weight. Lying may be wrong, but not everything is black and white. Sometimes even lies can save lives. Yeah, this is what Wanshi learns in the future. None of these make any sense to you now, of course. You're so young. And how long have you really been in this world? But I hope you'll never have to face these choices yourself. That you won't have to learn to understand my words the hard way. No, he will. He does and he will. He will have to. This is such a good like callback though to his original interlude. I like this. Anyway. Melvie brushes Wanshi's curls away from his forehead and gazes into his bright golden eyes. Melvie? Next week you'll be going to the youth center. It's a new place where you'll meet many new friends, and there'll be plenty of caretakers looking after you. Melvie, I know I messed up. What's that? I'm sorry. Please don't send me away. Can I please stay with you? Melvie pulls Wanshi into a tight embrace. You put too much burden on you. It's not good for you. I'll make this right by keeping you away from all of this, so you can live the life you were meant to have. The normal life you deserve. Life of Babylonia's youth center will be good, so you don't need to worry. Wanshi rests his head on Melvie's shoulder, tears falling silently. He knows he's made a terrible mistake. One so grave that this cost him his chance to stay with Melvie. No, Wanshi, that's not the reason why. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This day burns itself into Wanshi's memory. He cries for what feels like forever until exhaustion finally pulls him into sleep. What happened after? He has no say in the matter. A week later, they take him to the youth center. He needs a hug, man. He needs a hug. He needs a really big hug. I'm gonna chuck some more water real quick, though. I'm really thirsty. There we go. That was some good water right there. As the volunteer gently urges Wanshi forward for self-introductions, his eyes immediately catch sight of the blue-purple hair among the crowd. Evidently, he noticed Wanshi too. More obvious still is how clearly unwelcome Wanshi appears to be. During Wanshi's first group activity session and communal lunch, the boy with blue-purple hair speaks his first words to Wanshi since their second meeting. Get lost and go back to where you belong. There's nothing wrong. Like, why though? Wanshi told the truth. That's good. Good behavior. Having nowhere else to go, Wanshi ignores the boy's comment and scoops up food from his plate. In an instant, the boy reaches out and snatches away Wanshi's spoon as well. Palo! A volunteer nearby notices the commotion at the table and approaches, calling out the boy's name. They retrieve the spoon and place it back on Wanshi's palm. If it weren't for you, my mom would have woken up by now. That's not how that works, you idiot! Kids are stupid! Fire this kid out the airlock! Woken up? Wanshi recalls the doctor's light at Palo, but this time he decides to keep the truth to himself. Palo, you've broken the rules twice today. If it happens again, there will be consequences. But he was the one who started it! What could Wanshi have possibly done to you? He's only been here for a day. Not here, but at the hospital. The doctor said Mom just needed to rest, but he kept insisting. Just had to say that. The volunteer seems to understand what Palo wants to say and leads him away. For the rest of the day, Wanshi doesn't see Palo again. Wanshi and other kids his age are encouragingly ushered into a room filled with toys. The floor is soft, and there are many things he's only ever seen through Freckles' terminal, but never in person. As Wanshi sits beside the safety slide watching other children line up for their turn, he cannot but think these activities pale in comparison to being Melvie's little assistant. Even as the artificial sky outside grows completely dark, Wanshi never once climbs up the slide. On this quiet night, Wanshi silently slips into the covers. As the first child taken in by the youth center after Palo, Wanshi happens to be assigned to the same dormitory room as him. Oh, great, they're gonna start fighting, aren't they? The room assignment doesn't bother him as much as he becomes completely absorbed in examining everything in the dormitory. Everything except the nightlight on the desk captures his curiosity. Palo finally returns, completely ignoring Wanshi in the upper bunk as he goes straight to sleep. A faint creak of the door wakes Palo. Against the glow of the nightlight, a silhouette sensed by the doorway. Huh? Palo snaps awake and shouts at Wanshi in a whisper. What are you doing? I don't want to sleep. I want to go outside. Are you crazy? Haven't they told you that if you can't leave after the lights are out? No. Go on, Wanshi! Go leave. Fine, do whatever you want. Just don't drag me into it when you get caught, you pest. What did the volunteer lady talk to you about? Did she give you a piece of her mind? No, she just told me I could refuse to share a room with you. The youth center is empty dormitory, so you could just each have our own room. And you didn't say yes to that? She also said that I'm older than you, and you still have nightmares and never slept alone at the hospital, and that you're really timid. Aww, so the kid was being friendly. I'm not timid. Her yawn came from my soul. Once he lets out a yawn. Why aren't you sleeping? You're yawning! Because I have nightmares when I sleep. Real! Oh, so what they said is true. Palo falls back onto his pillow. Still as grumpy as ever. I have nothing to say to you. Just go back to sleep. Today's a rest day. You've probably been playing with them all day, right? Things aren't gonna be easy starting tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow? A lot of things. Wanshi shudders. Getting shots and medicine before dawn. Not being allowed to eat or sleep, and there's even a mean old witch who punishes people. Huh? What are you talking about? It's just classes and activities by the Basic Education Center. We simply group children of similar ages from the youth center together for lessons. You're the youngest in our group, but I'm the oldest. Once you reach 13 or 14 here, you can start thinking about your career path. I'm a bit older, but I'm still grouped with all of you. I'll probably have to leave this place when I turn 16.
And go help your mom or something.
Is that mean of me? I think it's mean of me. What are you gonna do after you leave? None of your business. What's a Basic Education Center? Is it just a place for classes? Well, it's basic education. Oh, you're sure full of questions, huh? Like a fledgling that has accidentally flown into human society. Once he remains curious yet cautious, carefully absorbing every new word encountered. What's he gonna do? Tell his parents? I know, right? Well, are you always this slow? And you find it annoying? Palo's voice keeps rising. During their brief exchange, once she gets pelted with various labels, none of which she feels are particularly flattering. Doctors never said that about me. I'm not stupid. I'm not a pest. I'm not slow, and I won't get lost. It's wrong of you to talk about me like that. Yeah, you tell him, Wanshi. Go away. I'm trying to sleep. This is your last warning. How do you always talk to me like this? Wanshi's expression tightens as well. Doctors, that's all you ever talk about. But when you also dumped here by doctors, did any of them ever adopt you, even love you all this, even when you love them all this much? Wanshi's so funny as shit. He really is. He's great. How are you any different from me? Everyone abandoned you. They sent you away. Tossed you aside like garbage. Before Palo can finish his insults, he's violently interrupted. Wanshi slams into him, ramming straight into his chin and sending him reeling backward, nearly causing him to crack his head. Yeah, you tell him, Wanshi. Palo freezes for 3 seconds. Just 3 seconds before leaping from his bed as if mortally offended. Retaliating without a moment's hesitation. The two end up in a scuffle. Fortunately, the rapid footsteps of the staff on duty soon echo down the hall, bringing this little drama to an end within minutes. Deserved on Palo's part. Get beaten up, kid. On his second day at the youth center, Wanshi receives punishment. Today was supposed to be their batch's enrollment ceremony. According to other children, the boarding students like them would attend the same classes as the commuting students from the outside, learning the same subjects. According to Palo, the difference is simple. Commuting students have parents, and boarding students are orphans. Wanshi hasn't met any of the commuting students from outside yet, so he's quite curious about them. If you had bumped into me, you could have attended the enrollment ceremony. It's already noon, why aren't they back yet? Noisy chatter echoes from the other end of the corridor as the new students finally return from their entrance ceremony. Following their teachers. Why is this a punishment? Why is not going to the enrollment ceremony a punishment? That's how I would prefer that if it were me. Not being around people. Being by myself in a quiet room that isn't full of people and like all ceremony and pretentious shit. This is a good ending. Following the teacher's guidance, the students file into classrooms on both sides of the corridor. The new group of students gradually thins out until only the board students from the same batch remain at the corridor's end. As the children pass by Palo and Wanshi, they stare curiously at the two hanging their heads in shame. Some will understand that what the pair did wrong begin to snicker. Looks like the new kid has gone bad with Palo. What do you mean with gone bad with Palo? I'm not bad. Yeah, right. Why else would the dorm supervisor punish you? You in trouble off the other punishment? Yeah, if the punishment was being left alone away from other people and all like kinds of pretentious ceremony stuff, I'd prefer that. I would get in trouble. Bearing in mind, I was the kind of kid that like if anyone raised their voice at me, I would cry. And still now, if anyone raises their voice at me, I will cry. Natalie makes a face. Alright, quiet down everyone. Seeing Palo infuriated, the volunteer gives him a warning as well. Palo, stop causing trouble. I wasn't the one who started it! Were you the one who started insulting others? That's enough stubbornness for now. It's almost lunchtime anyway. Thank goodness neither of you are... Don't this happen again, Palo. Go on inside. You send the volunteer exchanges a few words to the supervising teacher before raving to Palo. Once he tries to follow Palo to the classroom, but a volunteer gently holds him back. Wanshi, come with me. Wanshi sits in the chair, wringing his hands. As Melvy's distinctive footsteps approach from behind, Wanshi turns around to greet her, barely containing his excitement. Though they've only been apart for a short while, he already misses her deeply. But the moment he sees Melvy's face, Wanshi freezes. I heard you got into a fight. And you started it? Yeah, pretty based, if you ask me, Melvy. Melvy questions Wanshi with a stern expression. She has clearly rushed in here from the start of life, still in her work uniform. Wanshi apologizes instinctively. I'm sorry. Please don't be mad at me. Was there a fight? Are you hurt? Huh? He's fine, he's fine. We checked in, they're both okay. Neither of them went all out. Before Wanshi can say a word, Melly pulls him up from his chair, lifts his arms and legs for inspection, and begins examining him thoroughly. Do you have your portable respirator with you? If you're having trouble breathing, put it on right away. Your hair's getting a bit long. I should have given you a trim back at the department. Instead of scolding, Melly frantically checks on Wanshi, takes out a sky blue lunchbox. When she's done checking on him and sees that he's unarmed, she sets the lunchbox on the table with a hint of anger. Fresh out of the start of life and already picking fights. Quite a troublemaker, aren't you? Well, never mind. Let's get some food in you first. Merv. She's no longer Melody, she's Merv. Opens the lunchbox to reveal a pitch-black mess of chaos amid its terrifying smell. It might not look like much, but it should taste good. I cook like this at home sometimes, too, so don't worry about it. Wanshi sits at the table and takes a few bites before hanging his head low. I'm full. He doesn't like your cooking. Full already? You've only been here for a day, and you're eating even less than during your rehabilitation. Wanshi. Wanshi's tears crash into the dining table. Is the food that bad? No, Palo started it. He said none of you wanted me anymore. That you all wanted to throw me away. Mom insisted on sending me to Eden. I did everything she said. I ate my meals properly. I slept quietly, but you all threw me away anyway. That's not true. No one wanted to throw you away. You couldn't just stay at the hospital anymore. Why are you using the phrase throw you away? Why could you not say no one wanted to, like, you know, see you go? You need more people looking after you. Volunteers, caring individuals, teachers. This is the best place for you. Besides, only with proper education can you qualify to be an ordinary citizen of Babylonia. You're the smartest child I've ever met. Even if you're a bit younger than the others, you will excel in your studies. Babylonia is where you'll have a future. There's still a way. You could adopt me. If you could adopt me, I can become a commuting student. I'll study hard, I promise. I'm not qualified to adopt. I shouldn't even be visiting you. I know it doesn't make sense to you, but this is the only thing I can do. Melby is a busy person. Visit day seems to be merely check this, oh, god damn, I can't read. Melby is a busy person. Her visit today seems to be merely to check if Wanshi is hurt, and she's quickly called back to the start of life by an incoming call. Having failed to secure adoption, Wanshi's trudges back with his lunchbox, shoulders slumped. No sooner does he sit at the boarding student's table than he notices Palo glaring at him once again. Having been caught staring, Palo quickly looks away and lets out a contemptuous snort. What is it this time? Palo takes a spoonful of soup, acting as if Wanshi hadn't spoken at all. Wanshi opens the lunchbox and takes a moment to brace himself. Despite being a brilliant doctor, she's a terrible cook, but he decides to eat it anyway. Whatever Melby gives him, he treasures deeply. He steals himself to dig up an unidentified object. Palo finally breaks her silence. Well, well. Didn't think you'd have someone watching your back. What? You don't get it. Look, she wants to adopt you, right? The light in Wanshi's eyes dims. No, she's my doctor. She's the one who brought me here. She still comes to see you. Also, having someone watching your back means. Besides, she's a doctor. That's the best profession there is. When I grow up, I want to be a doctor too, so I can save my mom. Hello, she's dead. They don't even have her body anymore, I'm pretty sure. Just give it up. Sorry, I need to drink some more water, I'm really thirsty. Wanshi knows the topics to avoid around Palo now. Quietly wolfing down the meal Melby prepared, barely even chewing. But the envy in Palo's eyes is impossible to miss. Remembering how Palo broke down crying at the emergency center that day, Wanshi swallows his mouthful, steals himself, and pushes his lunchbox forward. What? Want some? I don't want any. What makes you think I want that stuff? It's okay, you can have some. Hi. Everyone, this way! Our next stop is the Earth Hall. Remember what your teacher told you before we left. Stay quiet now and reach out with care to touch our home. The children line up and file through the door, barely containing their excitement. In the center of the hall, a projection of the blue planet slowly rotates, revealing her beauty and serenity to a new generation that has never set foot on Earth. Go ahead. You can reach out and touch it. With the teacher's encouragement, the children gently touch the Earth's surface, creating ripples of aqua blue light. After a brief silence, white seagulls suddenly emerge from the surrounding darkness. The ground beneath transforms into crystal sand. The hermit crab crawls past the children's feet, carrying its shell. Whoa! Babylonia recreates many of Earth's original ecosystems. The sunlight, the vegetation, every breeze, everything you see here originated from Earth. Humanity shares an unbreakable bond with Earth. One day we are going to return to our homeland. The children reach out to touch Earth, their eyes filled with wonder as the beautiful, yet unfamiliar sights. Alright, you have 30 minutes to explore this place. Make sure to assemble back here on time. We still have many other halls to visit. You haven't mentioned the most important part. Huh? The punishing destroyed everything. In mere decades, it left Earth in ruins. A middle-aged volunteer from the youth center waves, his hand manipulating the virtual Earth. As it completes rotation, a dark crimson spreads across its blue surface. The lights of civilization fade away as black smoke rises from the craters. Wait, don't tell him these things! The volunteer gives Necker a brief glance before continuing anyway. Your peaceful life here in Babylonia, your education, your very future. All of this exists because people have sacrificed themselves for you. They face the enemies on the front line without fear, fighting with mortal flesh to reclaim Earth's soil inch by inch. You're different from your classmates. Wasn't your parents sacrificed their lives on the front lines? Your comrades in Babylonia entrusted you to us, allowing you to grow up under public care. You must always remember why your parents gave their lives. Never stop asking yourself, will you follow in their footsteps and continue their noble cause, or spend your life as mediocre beings in Babylonia's greenhouse? I like the quiet life, to be honest. I'm fine with working in a greenhouse, that sounds pretty cool. The children stare at the volunteer, completely lost. That's enough. They can barely understand what it means to lose their parents. Why are you forcing them Why are you forcing their predecessor's fate upon them? I'm going to report today's incident to the youth center. If you can't take responsibility for their future, then stop giving them such irresponsible guidance. Once again, the children turned to Mecha with bewildered looks. Alright, everyone. Let's head to the next exhibition hall. The next one houses the Gestalt. Mecha cuts the free period short, heading the children at the front towards the exit instead of letting them explore the Earth Pavilion as it was planned. Really crushing the hopes and dreams? Yeah! That's just the PGR special, though. At the back of the line, Wanshi whispers to Pelo. My mom didn't sacrifice herself. Yeah, you're right about everything.
My mom's in stasis too.
Let's talk about that. What does mediocre mean? Ordinary? Some mommy wants me to be mediocre. Useless. Well, I don't want to be mediocre. I couldn't care less. Damn, that's crazy. I'll enjoy my garden though, have fun with that. Yeah, I want to work at the greenhouse. Where's the downside? No death. Except for all the plants I would kill just by being in the same room as them. Did I ever tell you guys? I had an air plant once. My mom was like, Abby, come on, just do something. I'll give you this. There's a little bowl, right? It's this little tiny little bush thing that sat in a glass bottle with like some stones at the bottom of it. It's called an air plant, right? Air plant. The thing died because I didn't give it enough water. Anyway. After returning from the exhibition hall, the children from the youth center gathered for dinner as usual. The volunteer gave the emotional speech, the exhibition is nowhere to be seen. Once you choose slowly as he recalls a sight from earlier today. Birds, soil, the beach. Everything seems so real, if not for the exhibition hall's hard floor beneath his feet. He knows that both day and night outside are merely simulations of Earth's ecosystem, with weather limited to either sunny or cloudy. He's experienced so much more on Earth. An adult and a child sit atop a hill, sheltered from the wind and rain by a massive oak tree. The rain subsides with leftover droplets trickling down from the leaves. Only when the sky completely clears does the woman turn to the boy sitting beside her, giving him a slight nod. Ah, Wanshi mom is so pretty. Yeah, it runs in the family. The rain stopped. You can go and play now, Wanshi. Have you considered cactus? I did have a cactus, and it also died from not getting enough water as well. I want to play in the wheat field. No, you can't. The wheat awns are gonna prick your hands. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. Actually, I should say what I'm thinking, right? Say mole? Oh, I didn't notice the mole. I was gonna say something. I don't know if I should or not. It's kind of... This is a crack theory. Crack theory, not serious. Right. You know who else has white hair and yellow eyes? Kagakuro, I rest my case. Once he looks on his fingers where a small car remains, a reminder of when he secretly snuck into the wheat fields to touch the wheat heads. What about the beach? It should be safe now since the tide is out. It's dangerous. That sea has always been and will always be dangerous. Mom, do I have to stay under the tree today too? Never mind. Go play by the sea. Alright. Having gone permission, the excited child dashes out from beneath the sheltering tree. He runs across the damp, soft earth, carefully avoiding blooming wildflowers as he makes his way down the slope towards the beach. He lived beneath the tree with a silent woman he called Mother. When the rain cleared, Mother would speak to him, teaching how to read and telling him about the various creatures of Earth. Mother doesn't like sunlight on clear days, but he does. The sun warms the sand just right, making it pleasant to walk along the beach. Ah! The stone rolls out of nowhere and trips him, causing him to fall hard onto the grass and scrape his knee. What the? Who are you? A child in white lies hidden among the grass, scrutinizing the fallen Wanshi with intense curiosity. You look just like her. So you're a real child. Who are you? Why are you crouching here in the grass? I've been hiding in the grass. I didn't want you to see me, so you wouldn't know what I'm up to. But you've been in my mom's world all this time. The child hiding in the grass grows visibly upset at these words. This is my world! You're the one who's connected here from the outside. I'm the one who's tried to hide from you. Wanshi? His mother's voice echoes from nearby. Wanshi gets to his feet and sees her searching for him. Don't tell her you saw me. The child shoves Wanshi, sending him tumbling down the slope. For the first time, Wanshi sees everything from a tumbling perspective. The sky spins above him. The flower petals reveal their varied hues, and the grass blades slowly show their tiny, serrated edges. Anyone else roll down a hill as a kid? I used to do it all the time, but now I feel like I'm kinda too germophobic for that. Rather than feeling angry about being pushed, he focuses on committing everything before him to memory. You're being silly again. Haven't you been spacing out for too long? Wanshi stops chewing, puts down his spoon, and exchanges an uncomfortable stare with Palo. If you start trouble again, I swear I'm gonna... It's not what the surface is really like. The conversation catches the attention of the other children too, who are refusing to eat their meals properly. The surface isn't just beaches and seagulls. There are so many beautiful things down there. How do you know all this? Don't tell me you've been to the surface. I saw it from... I mean, I've never been there. I saw it in some grown-up's terminal. Halfway through his sentence, Wanshi remembers Melby's stern warning and cuts himself off. Stifled giggles ripple across the dining table. I know, there's a punishment down on Earth. The boy with the quiet voice slowly raises his hand. My parents died in battle. I sacrificed their army for mission to come to Babylonia. Haven't you seen the machines glowing red? Haven't you seen people's limbs blown off? Damn, it's wild to be seeing as like a 5-year-old. Wanshi recalls his own nightmares, which also feature machines glowing with that same red light. The boy turns his clouded eyes towards Wanshi. Wanshi, is the surface world you see in the terminal really as wonderful as you think? Mustering his courage, Wanshi stands up from his chair. As his feet press against the padded floor, he tries to imagine the feeling of real soil beneath. Yes. There must be many good things left on Earth besides the punishing. The child begins to speak, stumbling over his words. He begins with the seascape he glimpsed today. Beyond the shells, the fish swim in the briny waters. The sand isn't all soft and fine as one might think. Some mud flats are too dangerous to walk on barefoot. They tell us about eternally golden wheat fields and warn us never to touch their sharp awns. They speak of towering trees with thick canopies, of deep beds of fallen leaves. Beneath these trees grow not just the same vegetables in our greenhouses, but also, morning dew, wildflowers, wild grass, and ladybugs with 7 spots on their backs. And there's rain. And when the rain stops, birds fly through trees. Not seagulls. These birds have gray tipped wings and beautiful patterns on their bodies. Do they shed their feathers? Yes, I heard that feathers feel soft and light to the touch. More and more children turn to Wanshi to listen to him describe landscapes they have never truly experienced. The feathers have a smell. Why would anyone press a face against them to find out? No, of course not. The children burst into laughter. Artificial sunlight streams in from outside the youth center, illuminating a frail child at the dining table as they eagerly discuss the sky. The sky, the earth, what real sunlight and the moonlight must be like. Are we ever gonna see what Earth is like with our own eyes? I think my mom and dad are down there. Of course! I'm definitely going down there. I'm gonna need to find... Remembering Melby's words of caution, once he holds his tongue. He gazes at the artificial sky beyond the youth center, wondering once again if his mother, whom Melby sees as a terrible threat, is still waiting for him somewhere on Earth. Hey chat, you know what that means? Sorry, Lee, this is way more important than that. God damn it. I really want to Get another Wanshi. Get an SSS. I love him. So beautiful. Anyway. Let's go. Oh, wait. Huh. 7 months pass as Wanshi settles into a routine life. On this day, after classes and activities end, Wanshi heads back to the dormitory alone instead of walking with the others. Earlier in the dormitory hallway, he spotted several constructs standing awkwardly behind a volunteer. Interacting with the children under the volunteer's guidance, the youth center has recently started accepting commissions, occasionally bringing constructs here to carry out aligned tasks. Once he recalls the construct to the emergency center and the fluids, he's learned that it's vital fluid. It's just like human blood, and losing too much of it means death for a construct. He opens the dorm room and notices the items on his desk aren't where he left them. Halo? No one. Did they come back here? He closes the door and hesitantly sits at the desk. Except all the lights in the dormitory go out as soon as he sits down. He hears the rapid footsteps approaching from outside the door, while rustling sounds echo from all corners of the dormitory. He snatches the nightlight from the desk. Bang! Happy birthday! A group of children jump out from the corner as party poppers explode above Wanshi's head. Glittering confetti bursts into the air, gently floating down to sprinkle across Wanshi's hair. Birthday? The dormitory door slides open as the screen on the desk lights up and starts to play a message from Gestalt. Today is November 5th, your birthday! Just remembers this important day with you. Based on the comprehensive analysis of your reading performance. For your reading preferences, I've prepared a gift for you. Now sending 100,000 questions and answers, complete guide to basic education, time biology unit review, academic excellence series, professional certification exam preview. Ah yes, getting exam help for your birthday. The protagonist, who knows nothing of his own birthday, stands silently with the nightlight in his hand, gazing at the crowd before him. There in the wide open doorway stands Melvy, who hasn't been seen in ages, holding a cake with Wanshi's name written in chocolate in its center! Aww! Happy birthday, Wanshi. I probably never mentioned your birthday before. Sorry. From now on, we'll all remember it together. Don't worry, I have a great memory! This is a dream. The mischievous girl from the day steps forward, setting off another party popper above Wanshi's head as she giggles along with other children. Here's your gift! The teacher once said the livelier your birthday celebration is, the luckier you'll be in the coming year. Other children join in with cheerful voices, presenting their gifts to Wanshi. Although the handmade presents rest lightly in his arms, they carry a weight that touches his heart. Halo steps out from beside Melvy and awkwardly shoves an item into Wanshi's palm. Here's your birthday gift. It's not from me specifically, the teacher said everyone prepared it together, using the things you talked about. The thing I said? Wanshi carefully examines the gift in his hands. Is it a Dreamcatcher? Dreamcatcher! Skyby ribbons are woven around its hoop, with sparkling stones hanging below. And beneath those, a few feathers. The tips of feathers are grey, just like the ones from the words in Wanshi's memories. The Dreamcatcher sways gently. Its feathers brush against its wrist with a ticklish touch. The constructs that can go to the surface helped collect these. If you want to say thanks, make sure to include them too. Wanshi notices the construct standing behind the crowd. Thanks. Shall we build the candles and make a wish now? I bought you a bento box too. It's a big one. After you're done with the cake, you can share it with your friends. We can talk about the lunchbox later. Let's let him make his wishes first. Wanshi? Wanshi clenches his hand, keeping his expression mostly neutral. Am I dreaming? What do you mean dreaming? Everyone's waiting for you. Do you think you were sleepwalking or something? You're not dreaming. This life belongs to you and it's all real. As long as it's all real, that's nice. Amidst the chorus of blessings, Wanshi closes his eyes. What should I wish for? This is his first birthday ritual, and his first to making a wish. If wishes really could come true, he want to know why his mother sent him to Eden and what she's doing down on the surface. Maybe some things are better left unknown. He wishes to never have nightmares again, to prune away those tangled, chaotic memories from his mind, just as Melia suggested. He wishes that people would stay by his side forever. He may be young, but his dreams are endless. The world falls into darkness. Only the faint glow of birthday candles flickering dimly ahead. The candlelight illuminates fragments of memory data. He recalls his mother's promise when she brought him to Eden. The moment it first opened his eyes to the star of life, in the depths of the darkness where he never dared to dream, a beacon shines. A sudden pain shoots through his head as a message transmits itself through the power of the wish. The beacon transforms from brilliant candlelight into crystal clarity, taking only 20 seconds for the vital fluid to course through his entire body. Back to the present. After a moment of contemplation, all of memory data streams gravitate towards the beacon. Wanshi? The construct's eyes remain closed as you detect sealed memory data deep within his mind. Something's wrong. A deep mind connection would be best, but that's not possible right now. The mind beacon strives to calm the rippling waves of consciousness, aiming to probe deeper into its depths. Without warning, the codec memory data reveals this massive volume and launches a counterattack against the human mind beacon. Damn it! Watch out! There she is! Someone pulls you from behind. And just in time, in that moment of clarity, they sever the mental connection. Wanshi's eyes snap open as well, and together you turn to face the figure that has appeared. A construct. Not just any construct, it's Rosetta! I didn't expect our next meeting to come so soon. What's going on? Your name isn't on the temporary squad's roster. I wasn't part of the temporary squad. That's right, I joined them on my own accord. Conservation areas 189 and 190 provide energy for New Sophiasburg. I've been staying in the vicinity lately. The mission to explore this abandoned research facility isn't high level at all. But I remembered the experiments in the Arctic Union routes, so I just... Rosetta shows signs of fatigue. You must have come back because you received my message. So you should know what's happening. Everyone on the team except me has lost contact. I need to find them before we can leave. I understand. You guys don't look so good either. What's happening out there? Probably similar to what you encountered. When she stands up and adds a clarification. It's not safe outside. The red tide is spreading rapidly and will engulf this research facility and the two nearby conservation areas. We're running out of time for rescue and search operations. We've lost contact with our other two squad members, and as you can see, the commandant and I were dragged down here too. Dragged down? Did you notice the corrupted? It's only half corrupted. Rosetta shakes her head. How did you get down here? Bad luck. I accidentally fell down here. Rosetta closes her eyes wearily. This temporary mission has been pretty straightforward. All the documents are in plain sight. Olivia... I almost said Olivia then. Oh no, that's Oliver! Oliver! I almost said Olivia then. Okay, anyway. This device is still operational. See if you can create a backup of its data. It's the siege brain rot. I almost called him Olivier! Right on it. But I found a terminal. Wanna take a look at this first? Terminal? The terminal in Oliver's... I almost called him Olivier again. Oh, God. The terminal in Oliver's hands is nearly destroyed, but it's still recognizable as Babylonian military tactical terminal. Looks like constructs in Babylonia have been here. It could be your constructs. The scan so no one's inside the building. But we should still proceed with caution. The terminal suddenly crackles to life, its screen lighting up as a stream of corrupted data flows across it. Meanwhile, the same sound echoes from behind a piece of abandoned equipment nearby. Acting on instinct, Rosetta stops Oliver from investigating. Almost could have Olivier again. I need help. Stay here and back up the data. I'll go check it out. Soon after, Rosetta spots numerous terminals in a dim corner, stacked deliberately into what resembles a small mountain. We need to report this immediately. This must be a struggle for deserter constructs. It's strange. All the terminals have similar marks that they've been slashed by a scythe? Rosetta frowns as she picks up two terminals for inspection. The deep slash marks are clearly what rendered them inoperable. What kind of weapon could have done this? Well, a scythe. Rosetta, you've answered your own question there. Oliver, do these marks look familiar to you? Ah! Hearing the shout, Rosetta rushes back, only to find Oliver gone from where he was standing just moments ago. She tries to contact team members scattered across different areas, but each attempt is met with nothing but endless silence. Without lingering, she simply reports the incident to Babylonia. Emergency! We've lost contact with all team members. She misses her footing and falls into a hole hidden beneath piles of scrap paper. But it's already a blessing you're safe. Maybe. I did a quick survey of the area. There's a pile of concert remains over there. Someone deliberately gathered the terminals together. I found this. Rosetta pulls out another heavily worn terminal. What kind of weapon could have made these mysteriously scythe-shaped marks? Yeah, I wonder. I wonder. This one still has many signals at regular intervals. Once she takes the terminal and fiddles with it for a moment, causing it to emit its familiar red glow once again. Was it Short Halt? Short Halt? The one that we're missing from Scarab Squad is here too. Yes, but this time he left behind a lot of information. It's rather unlike his usual style. The terminal contains numerous voice messages. Wanshi's finger hovers above them for a moment before finally tapping the screen. After an unsettling stretch of static, a somewhat familiar voice finally comes through. There's an egg here. Egg? I want eggs. An egg's breakfast. I'm hitting a familiar term after so long. You're alert. And once he furrows his brow. This voice sounds different from Short Halt's usual tone. I'm not sure if this is another one of the research facility's twisted projects, but the fact they're experimenting on children tells you everything you need to know about this place. Child experiments. Just as I suspected. The egg is hatched into a creature that now roams these halls. If anyone finds this place, exercise extreme caution. I need to avoid that creature and get the test subjects. Get those children out of the cultivation area. Hard to say if we'll make it. Haven't run into that thing face to face yet, but there are dead researchers and security personnel everywhere. All of its handiwork. That's all for now. The voice message cuts off, leaving the three in contemplative silence. Could our missing teammates have been attacked by this creature you mentioned? I've seen strange battle marks up there. Not necessarily. Something's off about all the information. For one thing, neither the commandant nor I have directly encountered this supposed enemy. Second, while it could be due to signal distortion or damaged voice module, this voice definitely sounds different from Short Halt's usual one. And then there's one you mentioned about the researchers and security personnel. The research facility's destruction by punishing happened many years ago. By the time Short arrived, no living humans remained. Only the Ascendant and the constructs temporarily following them. No one would set such a lame trap. I don't understand why Short Halt would say that. Perhaps there are areas we haven't investigated yet. If there really are undiscovered children out there, then in addition to finding our missing team members, we must add this to our mission objectives as well. I am familiar with the routes in this area now. The next phase of operations should go more smoothly. If you encounter the monster, eliminate it. Rosetta tightens her grip on the weapon as Wanshi nods in silent agreement. You point at the dim corridor. Ahead, I'm pointing, you can't see. Let's press on and find this cultivation area Short Halt mentioned. We don't have much time left. The red tide will be here soon. But not everything is beyond saving just yet. There's still hope. Hey,
Perhaps
Wanshi!
you've noticed that the punishing virus concentration is higher in the hall than above. Let's move through.
There are also hetero creatures here? I've never seen that form before.
These branches sprouting out of nowhere appear to be entirely formed for punishing. Oh, that's a jump scare.
Watch out. We're all hiding in the shadows.
I messed up, wait. What have I not famed yet? There we go.
Fully exposed. My mind.
Crap, these monsters are
fully
poisonous.
stabilized yet.
Hang in there, Wanshi. We'll be right there. Wanshi! Look at his expression! He's so expressive. I love him.
I feel much better now. Don't worry.
Open the gate.
Shot.
Look at that good timing. Ayy.
Your weakness.
That wasn't so bad. Let's keep looking for more leads.
Stay alert. That door at the end of the hall looks suspicious. We should go check it out first. I just detected a large space behind it.
Sure, let's go.
Alrighty. The next day before sunrise, the mother came into the children's room to wake them. Huh? Get up, you lazy bones. Today we're going to the city for supplies. Oh, I can't see the scroll. On the way back to the city, Eamon kept stopping to look back. After a few times, the father couldn't help but ask, "What are you looking for? Hurry up and keep walking." "Dad," Eamon replied, "I'm looking for my kitty. We didn't say goodbye to it." But Eamon wasn't looking at the cat. Instead, he was dropping pebbles from his pocket along the way. I can't see the scroll. When they reached the edge of the city, the father said, "Listen, we're going to look for supplies. You stay here. I'll light a fire to keep you warm so you won't get cold." The children sat by the fire, listening to the sound of the parents' rummaging, which made them feel safe. In reality, the noises may have corrupted, dispensing like a person who happened. Okay. We can't scroll. But I'm guessing that was probably their parents.
No, can't open it. It requires an access card.
Just blast it open then.
Are you here for a speed run or to look for clues?
This is speedrun it!
Let's go find an access card.
Press Y. Oh, does Y let you scroll?
I'll go look around the back.
Then let's split up. I'll check the other side.
And Commandant?
Sleep together. Let's sleep with Wanshi. I can see now. When they woke up again, they saw Leia's parrot. So in this friends is voicing Malika's music. Instinctively, Eamon and Leia followed the parrot until they reached a beautiful house. The house is painted with cartoon drawings. There are more children like them playing at the door, and the smell of food came through the windows. "This is great!" The siblings turned to the house excitedly. They were invited by the children and had a warm meal. As Leia was eating a piece of chilled chicken, a gentle voice spoke behind them. "Who's stealing lunch from our bright welfare home?" An old lady with a cane appeared and a few caretakers. Eamon and Leia were scared. They nearly chopped the food in their mouths. The old lady didn't scold them. Instead, she said with a smile, "Welcome. From now on, the bright welfare home is your home. Have a good rest in your room. We have warm beds for you." She took the siblings by the hand and led them to a room. Eamon and Leia lay on their bed, and it felt like everything was a dream.
Children's toys.
Taylor's voice its owner perhaps knows it was not abandoned on purpose. Aww.
Your weakness has been fully exposed. Your weakness sees the bigger picture now? This is my choice. I still have another shot. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide. Seeing the bigger picture now? This is my choice. There's nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide. Seeing the bigger picture now? Seeing the bigger picture now?
How long have I waited for? I don't know what happened. Huh. The intruders are on targets for the Thedor creatures with a surge and a snap at their jaws for the move as they snap their jaws as they move en masse towards the three outsiders new man and races for the sea basement. After unlocking the door with the found keycard. Since opening the door? No! Okay. Unlocking the door with the found keycard, Wanshi was on the Ramus planet, immediately dash through the gates to the cultivation area. Fortunately, the door is exceptionally sturdy. Even though their creatures cannot break through for now, three of them finally have a moment to catch their breath. No, I was talking and saying I feel like I'm in the hang of Wanshi now. You should have told me earlier! I didn't realize I was muted! I was talking the whole time. Hey, I'm sorry. What is down there? You nearly trip over something underfoot. Looking down, you discover it's a dismembered construct limb. Careful, something's not right here. You noticed it when Rosetta forced the door open. Behind this door to the cultivation area lies a mountain of broken construct remains. The three of you stand among the remains, stunned by a scene that defies all your expectations. These remains only started piling up here about 2 years ago, when the Ascendants first claimed this place as their stronghold. So someone has been standing guard here since then. And they've eliminated all constructs approaching the cultivation area. Rosetta carefully grabs the arm of a discarded construct and drags it out, gravely pointing to a long, horrific gash along its neck. It's not a human that's guarding this place. I'm starting to believe the monster really does exist. It matches the traces I found upstairs. Another modifier terminal falls from the pile of remains, rolls to Wanshi's feet, and he picks it up. Another crew left by Sureholt? Yes. These were left by Sureholt. We're on the right track. He was leading us to the cultivation area. Wanshi's voice suddenly drops. The children here he wanted to save are just behind this door. Timing's wrong. These things were left here too recently. For the first time, you see anguish in Wanshi's eyes. Wanshi presses the button, and the terminal containing the message board, a message boots up with a harsh static noise still present. There's no way to deal with those security personnel outside. There are too many of them. I'll hold them off. If more of them come after, if there's still a chance, I'll get the remaining test subjects. Get those children out of here. So these pellet remains of deserted constructs is the enemy Sureholt spoke of. Wanshi looks again at the cultivation area, where years of dust swirl in the air. This place, which Sureholt had mentioned as housed child test subjects, now stands completely empty. Sureholt was the only one guarding the cultivation area. He finally voiced that most absurd theory. When the Ascendants created that hatched egg, it must have been him all along. The feathered dreamcatcher has hung among Wanshi's bed for many years. Perhaps the dreamcatcher really did work, shielding Wanshi from countless nightmares. When he first woke up in the Star of Life's hospital bed, the tangled memories in his mind has already been buried deep within. After a peaceful night's rest at the youth center, he wakes up to face the moment of choosing his future career path. Are your exam results out? Did you pass? In the classroom, Natalie pokes Frank and Beck. I passed the engineering maintenance class. Halo barely made it, failing every time before. He finally passed this time, but heard he barely scraped by. That's more than enough. All he needs now is confirmation from Gestalt and the counselor. Then he can advance his studies in the medical school. It'll be fine. There's Wanshi. Fran's expression shifts slightly as he lowers his voice. Wanshi passed the medical school examination, but he submitted an application to work on the ground instead. Last month, the Basic Education Center concluded its final career placement exam for the year. Students submitted their confirmed career choices to Gestalt. Soon, everyone will be going their separate ways. Students who pass their respective career aptitude tests can continue with specialized training at the education center, while those who didn't, they continue studying general subjects until the next unified examination. Has he lost his mind? Is he planning to work in the conservation areas or undergo a constant modification? Usually, only students who consistently fail their exams and can't find any other career path would consider working in the ground conservation area, or even apply to become a construct. There's absolutely no need for him to leave the education center. I told him this morning, but he seems quite determined about it. Oh god, my throat's killing me. The youth center supervisors and teachers never rated this. Hey, have you submitted your wish list yet? Halo appears behind the two of them and taps on Natalie's desk. What wish list are you talking about? Were you two listening to the supervisor? The philanthropists are organizing one final fundraising event for our coming of age gifts. Is there anything in particular you'd like? I'll compile a list to submit. Halo's become the leader among the boarding students, naturally taking charge of all related activities. Though in the eyes of many teachers and youth center volunteers, he's nothing but a troublemaker. Hello, be Henlo! I haven't made up my mind yet. Jeez, why are you so indecisive? Hurry up and think about it. I need an answer before dinner, got it? And what about you, Natalie? What do you want? Natalie, who's been staring at Palo, suddenly jolts upright as if snapping out of a trance. I don't really want anything special. Maybe a hair clip? You know, one of those with lots of flowers on it. What do you think? I don't really care. If you want it, I'll try submitting it for you. Halo turns away, busying himself with recording everyone's excited chatter about the gifts. The children who once gathered here to hear Wanshi's tales of the true ground have grown into young adults. While Wanshi, once the creator, a center of their attention now, dozes off in the back seat. Oh, he's sleepy. His body begins to grow upward, and his childish features gradually take on more masculine characteristics. Hey, get up! Palo slams on Wanshi's desk so hard everything on it rattles. He looks cool. Wanshi slowly raises his head, his eyes remaining shut. What? Any coming of age gifts you'd like? It's from the philanthropists. No. Thud. Wanshi drifts back to sleep! He is way too relatable. Today is when they confirm their final placements with the counselor. Without guardians to accompany them, a team of charitable volunteers will be there to help instead. Once inside, remember to verify both your placement exam results and the polymer compatibility report with the counselor. Please don't make any mistakes. Last month, in addition to the educational placement exam, all soon-to-graduate students underwent a Tantalum 193 compatibility test, a requirement for distal class recommendations. Most of them show high compatibility. It's only natural their results deviate from societal averages given that many of their parents are constructs who went to war. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. All metrics in Wanshi's report indicate high compatibility. A line forms in front of the white doors. Wanshi stands at the end, clutching an old personal terminal from Dr. Melby. He types a few lines, deletes them, and then repeats the process over and over. He finally said a composed letter. Dear Melby. No, that's too stiff. Delete. Dear Auntie Melby. No, he's never been this close to Melby. If he sends this, she might worry something's wrong with him. Despite countless lessons on letter writing in class, he still spends ages editing and re-editing his message. He's just like me for real! Dear Aunt Melby. Hope I'm not catching you at work. Please excuse me if this message caused any disruption. Today I'm meeting with a career counselor to confirm my future path. I've already applied for surface deployment. I know you've always wanted me to stay in Babylonia, but I want to see the surface myself because... Why would you cut this off in your own message? You're the one writing it, you can just delete it. Please don't worry about me. I want to do my part in surface operations too. Would you be willing to come to the military district on my departure day as my family to see me off? If you could spare time for your busy schedule to attend, I'd be very happy. I'd be very thankful. Lastly, thank you for taking care of me all these years. I hope that one day I can repay your kindness. It's been 2 or 3 years since we properly met. Maybe this is too formal. I should revise it. Wanshi's hand accidentally touches a spot on the terminal, and just like that, the overly formal and cautious message is sent. Wanshi's heart pounds as he wonders how Melby will respond to such a request. In the next moment, the terminal beeps again as a new message comes through. This is Nelly. Below is an automated response. Message received, but I'm unable to read it at the moment. Sorry. I'll respond as soon as I finish my current work. For urgent matters, please go to the pediatric triage desk at the Star of Life. Once he cuts off the automatic recording playback. If your placement results differ from your preferences, make sure to discuss it with the counselor. Once he puts away his terminal and looks up again amidst the adults' concerned murmurs. The line ahead has grown shorter. One by one, those who grew up with him enter through the door, each emerging with different expressions on their face. He leans out of the line, peering through the gap in the white doorway to catch a glimpse of the volunteer counselor seated behind the desk. Last one. Wanshi? Here. You still want to... Go ahead, but think it through carefully. The volunteer ushers Wanshi through the white door. Wanshi surveys the cramped room once more. One desk, 2 chairs... No, 3. In a corner visible from the outside sits a man in a white coat. A sight all too familiar for Wanshi from his time at the Star of Life. The doctor's name tag on his chest reads Chiron. I've seen you before. Hello, I'm the head of the Construct Maintenance Department. Once he gives a puzzled look at the doctor he recognizes from the emergency center, but Chiron motions for him to sit down first. We'll need to verify something. Oh, this is a doctor from the Star of Life. You might need to take a test with them, but first, we need to confirm your personal information and career path references. The counselor puts up a privacy screen. Let me see here. You show compatibility with Tantalum 193 copolymer. Your first recorded activity in Babylonia was at the Star of Life? Or you were in poor health as a child? Born with deficiencies, been in pediatric ever since. And she can now smoothly recite the words Melby taught him. Who took care of you? Melby! Dr. Melby, she's still working in pediatrics. Very well, let's confirm your career preference. Do you want to become a construct warrior? Become a construct and fight for your family and friends. The counselor smiles. That's from the propaganda. Is that really what you want? Family and friends? I just want to go to the surface. I'm fine with enlisting as a human soldier. You can check my second choice. Or I could stay at the basic education center until I absolutely have to graduate, then get assigned to work at the conservation area. Either way works. Here's one in the lab coat you meet to do as Chrono first. I thought so as well. I thought so as well. I see. The counselor responds, while her fingers traces line after line on the privacy screen as if smoothing out something invisible. What's to smooth out in such an unremarkable brief life? Why not carry on your father's legacy? Who? The counselor speaks a name that Wanshi has never heard before. Okay. Wanshi. You were from Kowloon. Sure of interesting names. Your father was an excellent doctor who saved many lives in Kowloon. His service, earned him the right to live in Babylonia. After the punishing outbreak, he chose to sacrifice himself to protect his patients. He was a great man, and humanity will never forget his contribution. As the child of such a hero, have you thought about becoming a doctor like him? Your grades are excellent in every subject, and you even passed the medical school's qualification test. You could aim for something higher. Yet here you are. I feel this so much, man. I feel this so much.
People being like, oh, you could aspire for more.
Yeah, I don't want to. How about you shut up and let me do what I want to do? The counselor searches for the right words. Yes, mediocrity. That's what you become. Friends would never want you to turn out like this. Wanshi remains silent, still absorbed in the counselor's description of his father. Is this your first time hearing about all this? Don't take it too hard. These situations are quite common and... The counselor scrolls down the screen, plus another document, and abruptly falls silent. There's nothing else to verify here, so... About your application. Would you like to reconsider it? What? You didn't finish. Is that my mother's file? What's wrong with her file? The counselor quickly closes all the documents, stands up from the seat, and gestures for Chiron, who's been listening nearby for a while, to take his place at the desk. Wanshi stands up from his chair as well. Why'd all of you make that face whenever she comes up? All of you? Molly knows, the person in charge of my dossier knows, and you know. She's still on the surface, right? Why hasn't she come to see me, well, even once in all these years? Take a seat. There's still a test you need to do carefully. Chiron slides a medical school aptitude test in front of Wanshi. Gesto analyzes various factors. Family background, physical condition, academic performance, aptitude tests. and personal preference to calculate suitable career recommendations for each student. Our volunteer counselor then makes the final assessment through communication. All this is done to ensure you have the fairest chance possible making your choice. While personal preference is the decisive factor in the process, people can sometimes make impulsive choices. That's why we established the Guardian application channel, offering a chance for reconsideration. Wanshi, while children like you don't have guardians, we carefully consider all applications submitted and on your behalf by the center. That's how you got this opportunity today. You're still young. Everyone thinks your choice would be such a waste. We don't want you to spend the rest of your life regretting a decision made in a moment of defiance. Wanshi takes a brief look, and pushes the question back. Many years ago, his mother simply told him a story about Eden, then asked if he would like to visit Eden. So everything in Babylonia feels like a waking dream. Even though Melvy keeps insisting Babylonia is reality, and his memories of his mother are mere delusions. Today is the day he decides to break free from his cage. No, I have no intention of staying in Babylonia. Why are you so intent on going to the surface? Wanshi's eyes Chiron warily. He's reminded of a tense confrontation from his childhood between Melvy and another doctor. Are you testing me? But I have something my mother left behind. I don't remember anything about my mother, or any particular moments with her. No matter how much you probe, I don't know anything. And this opportunity must have been arranged by Melvy through the youth center and medical school, right? You're cautious, but things aren't what you've imagined. I hear you and Melvy don't really keep in touch anymore. Wanshi recalls Melvy's words from when she was adamant about sending him away. You put too much burden on your shoulders. It's not good for you. The further you stay away from us, the better. I haven't seen Melvy in a long time. And of course I don't need her meddling in my affairs anyway. I'm sticking to my original choice. That's fine. It's your decision. We can only advise, not interfere. Wanshi, with such excellent grades, do you really have to go to the surface? The career counselor and some strange person wanted me to stay in Babylonia, but I refused. Why would you refuse such an opportunity? If you're thinking of going to the surface just to see the beautiful things, you'll regret it. You'll never see what the punishing can do. But things should get better, right? What about you guys? Are Natalie and Payla going to medical school together? No one can talk you out of this. Forget it. I passed the medical school exam, and both the counselor and Dressel support my direction. Everything's set. After a few years of hard work in medical school, I can intern at related institutions. And of course, my ultimate goal is the Star of Life. Your real target isn't the Star of Life, it's Palo. Ah, I can't hear you, nobody asked you! As Natalie sits with one-sided quarrel with Frank, once she's satisfied with successfully changing the subject, casually takes a few more bites of food. Stop hitting me! I just completed my application for engineering maintenance. I don't know which institute I'll be assigned to yet, but the results come out today. Well, I guess we all got what we wanted. But I heard that some people who barely passed their specialization exams had their applications rejected and were sent to work on the ground instead. I wonder if I saw someone come out crying. This is the first I've heard of something like this. Yeah, at first I thought I heard wrong. I thought they were trying to apply despite not meeting the requirements. And even if they barely passed, they still met the standards, right? What reason could they be for rejection? This happened to the commuting students too. Or is it just our applications that are having issues? Just our applications. People are already speculating about the factors behind their rejections. Something about their parents' occupations? How absurd. If that's the reason. As if that's the reason. Why don't you not even know what our parents did for a living? Where's Palo? Huh? I didn't see him come for lunch. Upon hearing Natalie's words, Wanshi picks up his tray and leaves in a hurry. Do you think Palo's been rejected? Wanshi finds Palo in his dorm room. Palo sits at the desk and shuts off the screen the moment Wanshi opens the door. Have you confirmed your application with the counselor? Confirmed. Just not rejecting my medical school application, so I'm heading to the surface next. Simple as that. Ah, okay. You can wait for the next exam. If there's anything you don't understand, I can teach you. There'll be another chance to take the exam. You know I'm older than you. This is my last opportunity. Guess I won't need to work in the conservation area after all. Might as well just get converted into a construct. Who knows? Maybe consciousness transfer will help me learn faster. But didn't your scores exceed the medical school's requirements? Why would they reject you? Never heard of. How would I know? Paylo's voice rises sharply. That jerk started going on about my parents the moment I walked in, and had the nerve to say I inherited their physical traits, making me perfect for conversion. Paylo, calm down first. I can't calm down! You're not in my shoes, and I'm not like you. I'm not as smart as you, so I studied my heart out, took test after test, and barely managed to pass the minimum requirements for medical school. That same medical school you wouldn't even look twice at. And they still rejected me. Something's definitely not right here. This is how it turned out. Only now do I realize, while I was desperately trying to escape my parents' fate, everyone else already decided I should follow in their footsteps and sacrifice everything for humanity's cause. Remember that volunteer at the exhibition hall who started preaching to us out of nowhere? I should go to families who abandoned us, heroes who died for humanity. Humanity's greater good, and then try to push us down the same path. Payla, that was just one person, and Teach and Mech already dealt with her. It's not just a few. My fate is all the proof you need. Someone told me today that even Gestalt thinks this way. It's all just data and algorithms making the decisions. The truth is, we orphans grow up reading these feel-good stories that society loves so much, only to become the protagonist of the next one. What a banger line. What a banger line there, PGR, wow. Those people out there, they love reporting about kids who volunteer for modifications, sure, but I wonder if they're telling the whole story. Why don't they film me then? Show everyone how I resent being abandoned by my family, how I'm terrified of ending up just like them. What gives them the right to make us accept these algorithms? Payla's voice gradually chokes with emotion. I don't want to go to the ground. I don't want to see any constructs. Everyone feels the same way about them anyway. The youth center posts so many commission missions. How many constructs already actually show up to them throughout the year? Haven't you seen how many volunteers and teachers either look down on or fear constructs? Don't tell me you haven't noticed. Even my parents are victims. All constructs share the same fate, ending up in stasis at the construct maintenance department. I can't bear to see it anymore. Wanshi stares in surprise at Payla, who is choking back tears. Only now does Wanshi finally understand. Just as he still believes his mother is somewhere else on Earth, Payla believes his mother is barely in stasis. He finds himself unable to offer any words of comfort. Someone else opens the dormitory door. Wanshi, you... Wanshi adjusts his collar while waiting for Frank to catch his breath after rushing over. There's something go wrong with your application too. Not only I just saw your final confirmation. It shows you're going to medical school. What? Well, that's just great. Now your dream of going near the surface is impossible too. The wry smile fades in Payla's face as he turns to Wanshi with newfound determination. Since we're in the same boat now, wanna try changing this outcome together? You can also have polymer compatibility. You can undergo constant modification. If we could just switch our paths, but both our lives would fall into place, right? What do you mean? I have a way. Or rather, someone's willing to lend me a hand. I don't like the sound of that. I don't know if I like the sound of that. At night, in the youth center's hall, the tall construct wanders aimlessly. The construct here to do someone a favor, lets out a sigh gazing at the artificial sky above. Oh, it is Soda! I wonder if he remembers Wanshi then. You're going to the youth center again next month. You've been on quite a few missions lately. Maybe you should take some proper rest? I'll still have to go for a few days. After all these years, a child must be growing up by now. He does remember! I can't help but worry. I heard he wants to go into medical school, but he's failing the... Oh no, he's remembering the other kid! He's failing the entrance exam. This semester's probably his last chance. If he fails again, he's got no other plans for the future. If I had kept just watched just a little longer back then, his family wouldn't have been sacrificed. I failed to warn them in time. Troll pats Sian on the shoulder. Ever since the youth center started accepting concert commissions, this warm-hearted friend has become their rare concert regular. Strohol is used to it by now. He had gotten accustomed to these requests ever since years ago when Sian suddenly asked him to collect some bird feathers during a For Wanshi! This time, Sienna had taken another commission for the youth center, but ended up seriously injured during her ground mission. Stroll visits the construct maintenance department, and the result is inevitable. Now he's the one who has to worry about Sian. He gazes at the artificial skyline beyond the youth center. It's already dark outside. Does no one ever take requests from here? There are so many odd jobs piled up. After a busy day, Stroll finally finds a moment to breathe and attend some business. He plans to ask around about the boy called Palo. As Stroll approaches, the young staff member, who's been urging the children to bed, awkwardly pulls the curtains. The curious little ones behind them. Don't tell me the education district's understanding of constructs is still limited to textbooks in FOS College. Deciding against questioning the visibly anxious woman, he turns down a corridor with two staff members walking back together, pointing towards the youth center's office area. But the person in charge has already left. To find them, we'll probably have to wait until tomorrow. Charlotte stands at the corridor entrance, staring at the darkened rooms within, ready to leave his third sigh of the day. Without warning, light flickers on and off as deep down the corridor. A boy's head peeks out from the doorway. Shohol and the boy lock eyes for a brief moment before the latter draws a sharp breath and darts back into the office. Huh? In the supervisor's office, a scrawny youth keeps watch at his door, while two other troublemakers fumble at the supervisor's server. Halo hands Wanshi a black access terminal dotted with glowing lights. Once you plug this in, we'll have access to the system. Are you sure it's okay? Changing assignments? That sounds impossible. Why would anyone be kind enough to help us like that? Obviously, it's people who can't stand this garbage system. You're overthinking it. Some commuting students told me before they never had to worry about getting into their desired schools. Their families would take care of everything. Tweaking regular grades, forging a professor's recommendation letter, polishing personal information. I know it's hard if you want to do it. Since no one's helping us, we have to do it ourselves. Besides, the medical school quota is fixed. Something between us two won't affect anyone else. If you're scared, just give me back the infiltration terminal. Can you two hurry up? I almost got spotted by these teachers just now. Wanshi connects the terminal to the server. The server suddenly lights up with a blinding glow, briefly illuminating this corridor outside the window. The two criminals frantically scramble to adjust the brightness. She keeps the brightness this high? Is she trying to go blind or something? Shh, keep it down, Frank. A flash just now. Do you think anyone outside noticed? Frank carefully peeks his head out to check. In the next instant, Frank jerks back as if shocked by electricity. Outside! What? There's a construct out there! It saw me! Huh? Wanshi, quick, hide! I haven't gone into the system yet. Wanshi looks up, meeting a pair of piercing eyes through the crack in the door. What are you all doing? In the dim glow of the service, Charlotte spots Palo. Huh? You're... Crap! Run! Choosing the moment with Charlotte's attention wavers, Palo grabs Wanshi and Frank, bursts through the door, and makes a run for it. You got some nerve. But how could a few teenagers possibly outrun a military construct? They barely make it a few meters before Charlotte grabs them by the collars and drags them back. Charlotte holds the kid, one kid in each hand, while Frank stands rooted to the spot behind him, no longer daring to run. He studies the blue-purple-haired youth for several seconds. So you're Palo, huh? Who are you? Alright, forget about the family stuff for now. What were you all doing in there? You're acting mighty suspicious. Wanshi's palms grow sweaty as he tightly clutches the terminal he manages to switch during the chaos. Stroll snatches the terminal from Wanshi's hand, his expression darkening immediately after. Where did you come from? Confess now and I'll go easy on you. Resist, and it'll be the hard way. I don't know. Don't give such a textbook answer. Isn't these few days the time for you to confirm your career path? He fixes his stern gaze upon the youths. Clearly aware of what they're up to. Do you realize this could get your admission revoked? I think that's kind of the point, isn't it? With the requirements, I definitely passed the threshold. Just to make the decision on its own. I won't become a construct on the surface. Answer me first. Who gave you the terminal? Someone didn't want us to suffer this injustice. Charlotte confiscates the intrusion terminal and tucks it into his pouch, then methodically shuts down the office equipment and locks the door behind before leading the three to a quiet location. Once she quietly observes the construct who's now covering up their crimes. Here was this construct. Many years ago when he accidentally wandered into the emergency center, it was the same construct who covered his eyes. Alright, now tell me everything. What's really going on here? In another corner of Babylonia, a small meeting is in session. Currently, Babylonia's education system is almost entirely public. After entering the Center of Basic Public Education, students continue their studies there before moving on to vocational training systems, connecting with either the medical system, research system, or the FOS Military College, among others. It's difficult enough to recruit the limited talent produced by this system, and we need more than just specialists who are trained in these restricted fields. Whether it's getting Babylonia to permit the construction of private academies, or advocating for changes in educational resource distribution, it would benefit all non-public organizations. The current situation is this. Parliament considers the Gestal assisted education system to be fair, and any related proposals that were submitted have either had their review dates indefinitely postponed. Getting construct rights for private academy is practically impossible. Construction rights. The best you can do is look for loopholes in the existing regulations. Flaws are easy to find. Venture into corners hidden from ordinary eyes, expose victims of the current education system, thrust them into the spotlight, and leverage public opinion to fight for their rights. What are the vulnerabilities we can find? Or create? It's a simple solution. Word is that someone's been tampering with several students' class assignment results. Ah! We should hear about it soon. Feed them any fabricated truth, let them feel the deep sting of injustice, and give them a chance to make some noise. They're just their age to act on impulse. What if it doesn't work? It doesn't work. So what? The man appears somewhat taken aback. They're just a few orphans. If it doesn't work, we'll dispose of them. Wow! There are countless other methods to try. There are so many young refugees on the surface who can't even get enough food or warmth. The orphans taken in by the center are living well enough already. After the failure of the Fate Exchange plan, Wanshi and the others face stern questioning from the construct. Upon learning the general course of events, Shaol contemplates for a moment before dismissing Frank, who wasn't involved in the matter. His anger seems to have subsided as he studies the remaining two, Wanshi and Palo. An uncomfortable silence fills the air. Finally, he takes the initiative and pulls out a piece of candy from his bag. Want some candy? A liquor-filled mints. Can you even eat these? Won't eat it. Can't. I'll pass, but thank you, sir. What a pain in the neck. Shaol tosses both candies into his mouth and crunches them between his teeth. He notices the holes in the children's story, and realizes this is likely all a ruse. He pulls out the black terminal he's confiscated from Wanshi earlier. Is the person who gave you this thing the same one who told you about the truth? No, and the ones helping me are all communicating systems from school. Commuting students? Yeah, I just can't read. Alright then. I'll look into this terminal, and you two should double check your grades with the teachers before teachers handing out these matters. The teachers handling these matters at the youth center. Why are you helping us? You said you were my mother's comrade in arms. Sort of. I knew your parents, but we weren't in the same squad. Actually, someone else has been keeping an eye on you all this time. I'm just here on their behalf to check on you today. Who knew you ended up causing such a mess? Who is he? Pale's eyes widen. Some things, I think it's better to let him explain to you himself. Wanshi has been silent all this time, suddenly speaks up. Xian? That construct from the emergency center lobby. The one who tried to take me away. Oh, I remember now. You're that kid with a sharp tongue from back then. Jeez, how old were you? 4 or 5? How can you remember it so clearly? That's all I have to say. Please leave. Thanks. As Palo grows agitated, Shaol knows better than to push the matter further, and gestures for the two young men to head back and wait for news. Wait. If you're really willing to help us this much, then could you help me find one more document? Wanshi stares intently at Charlotte's face, tense for making this additional request. To Wanshi's surprise, this extra request isn't difficult for Charlotte at all. Or rather, it isn't difficult for anyone except Wanshi himself. The next morning, Charlotte hands the documents to Wanshi as if I was mom, isn't he? Take a look yourself. It's not even hard to get. Even your teachers have access to them. Why were you the only one that couldn't reach them? The documents labeled Wanshi contain his basic family information and a detailed record of his life over the years. One parent's a doctor, the other's a researcher. No wonder you're so smart. Birth here, date, all correct. The punishing outburst happened and my mother brought me to Babylonia. Due to severe illness and complications, I stayed in the Star of Life's pediatric ward. Rehabilitation. My father used to work in Cowling's second People's Hospital. Wanshi scrutinizes everywhere in the documents, searching for any inconsistencies with reality. Finally, following Charlotte's finger, his eyes fall upon a name. Shu. Wanshi, a researcher. Former member of the Science Council. After going to the surface, she was declared missing. There were no other records after that. That was the name that, was mentioned earlier in front of Corona, right? Wanshi. He silently mouths the name to himself, certain that this is the first time he's heard it. Yet inexplicable, god damn it, an inexplicable sense of familiarity lingers in his mind. Where have I heard this before? A physical headache suddenly strikes him. Something's wrong. No, really? Don't tell me you're just here to look up your mother's name and take a trip down memory lane. After long deliberation, once he makes his choice, he keeps his doubts to himself. Yeah, I just wanted to confirm these things. Do you need to hide it from me? Your face says there's more to it. More to this. Maybe I do? Fine, I won't ask about it. Let's get to business. Used to the youth situation by now. Charlotte takes out the black terminal once again. If a community student gave this thing to Payload, you should be wary of your classmates for now. Someone might be pulling their strings from behind the scenes. What did you find out? This terminal immersion won't help you breach the system. It'll just trigger alarms. When that happens, the supervisors will follow the alert right back to you two troublemakers at the youth center. Someone's trying to use you for their own agenda at the youth center. But we won't find out much more in a couple of days. So Paler really could have gone to medical school, right? No. The truth in this case has been defined by others. Unless you can find problems through a review, this might as well be your real grades. If this isn't just a prank, whoever did this wouldn't leave any evidence for you to find. What do you mean? So now you're headed to medical school, right? It's actually a good path. Much better than going to the surface like you originally wanted. Are you telling us to give up? I just want you all to be mentally prepared. Sienna and I will continue to... I won't give up. We can figure out a way ourselves. With a helpless sigh, Charlotte ruffles Wanshi's curly hair. Sure. Go and talk to your teachers and do what you can. Just don't let anyone fool you again. Hey, you must think we're unbelievably stupid. Whoa, where did that come from? I never thought that way. By the way, where's Palo? Wasn't he supposed to come with you? He doesn't want to see you. He's still holding a grudge against Sienna and his mother's and teammates. Yeah. Looks like he's run out of people to hate. Yeah, you're right. What about you? Me? Do you feel angry too? Hatred towards your mother for abandoning you? I don't. Charlotte gives Wanshi's shoulders a heavy pat. Hard enough to make him wince and look up. It's like spotting some rare creature from ancient Kowloon. I was worried you wouldn't be able to sleep until I found the files you wanted. Good thing I work without rest. You care about it way more than you let on. You kids have just have to be difficult. If you just want to find something on the surface, I suggest you think this through again. It isn't about whether you gave up on your truth or not. Life on the surface may be very different from what you imagine. I've seen many kids from your youth center go down there, and quite a few of them ended up regretting it. Alright, go tell Payla that youth center is aware of this situation, and invite them in investigating it. I'll explain things through relevant departments. From now on, don't believe anything anyone tells you, and don't cause any more trouble. You won't always have someone around to clean up your mess. Shroud somehow produces another piece of candy from somewhere, and places it in Wanshi's hand. I can't eat those. Here, take it. Don't worry, it's not liquor filled this time. After bidding farewell to short halt, Wanshi fiddles with the candy in his hand, pondering how to explain the situation to Palo, and the supervisor suddenly calls out to him. What? Nelly is here. Nelly hasn't changed a bit since you last saw her. Her temper is still as fierce as ever as she slams her lunchbox into the dining table with unbridled fury. I heard you almost turned down your chance to go to medical school. So I'm taking a screenshot of her because she's really cute. When you want to go, didn't you pass the qualification exam? And every time I visited, didn't I tell you over and over to apply to medical school? I'm gonna save this. Yay! With just 2 sentences, Melly crushes whatever excitement remained in Wanshi's heart. I don't want to go to medical school. I already rejected the offer and the exam. You were the one who made me take it. Do you really not understand why I want you to do as I say? And she probably understands why Melby is angry. Melby had asked him to read more medical books and try taking the medical school entrance exam. He'd done everything as told. His outright refusal to both volunteer, counselor, and Chiron marks the first time he's ever truly defied Melby since childhood. No wonder she's shocked and angry. Wanshi is no longer the child who would cry, "Please don't abandon me," instead of apologizing immediately like he used to. He chooses to talk back. Of course, I don't understand. You've never told me why. Wanshi avoids Melby's gaze. His mind drifts to the information he just got from Shortholt. It was the first time he'd ever learned his mother's name. He knows Melby probably cares about him more than anyone else in this world, yet he still can't understand her years of secrecy and deliberate distance. They wouldn't tell me anything, claiming it was to protect me, making me lie, making me forget. You told me to forget about my mother. I did for many years. But I've never lied. No child could sleep for so many years and wake up knowing everything. Mother really did teach me in my dreams. My memories aren't deceiving me, right? Why bring this up all of a sudden? Sudden? I've wanted to know about this for so long. I keep wondering why you and everyone else have been keeping secrets from me. Like that counselor the other day. He had files with my parents and told me my father was still a doctor, but when it came to my mother, he wouldn't say a single word more. He dodged the topic right in my face. And that professor from the medical school, too. You're all hiding things from me. So I decided to find out for myself. Wanshi? Yeah, I just found out a moment ago. Wanshi hands over a paper document with his name written at the top. So this is the truth. Wanshi placed the document in front of Melby. Her name was Wanshi. She was a researcher who disappeared after leaving Babylonia, leaving me behind in your care. All these things about myself that I can't make sense of. I think she left them behind for me, to confuse memories in those dreams. Oh, Melby, I've done everything you've asked of me. I'm going to study at medical school and live a normal life in Babylonia. Everything will go as planned. So now can you tell me where my mother went? Did she screw up during her research? A wave of sadness suddenly washes over Wanshi. And who am I? Am I just her test subject? I need to find out. The transport aircraft. No! Don't end it there! The transport aircraft steadily cruises through the air. While most people in the cabin rest with their eyes closed from the exhaustion, Mummy's gaze remains fixed on a woman fixed on a woman sitting diagonally ahead of her. The woman has cowling features, but straight silver white hair. She appears young, cradling a small bundle in her arms. Melby has siblings of her own, though they were all lost in the punishing disaster. She knows an infant shouldn't stay in this motionless for so long. Sleep. The woman rocks the swaddled infant as gently as waves cradling a small boat. She raises her hand again to pat it gently. Her woman's somewhat stiff and awkward. It's her first time taking care of a child? Melby watches her with concern before finally deciding to step forward and help. Hello? The woman sitting diagonally ahead cautiously tilts her head, glancing at Melby without a word. Would you like to take a break? I can hold a child for a while. I have younger siblings at home too. I'm Melby. I noticed you haven't let go of the baby since before we boarded. Thanks, but I'm alright. The vehicle suddenly shudders, sending passengers stumbling in all directions. The woman clutches her child tightly as her safety belt yanks her back into her seat. The blanket comes loose, revealing the infant's face. The child must have survived an explosion with its family. The skin bears scrapes from gravel. One little undamaged skin remains glowing and healthy red. It's clearly burning with fever. The baby? Everyone in the transport aircraft turns to look at Melby. The silver-haired woman's hands tremble as she hastily wraps the blanket back around the child. The wounds treated before we boarded. It's just... he is very sick. But he's still alive. He's using his father's slot too. We aren't taking up any additional space. The woman's head hangs low, utterly exhausted. He must go to Babylonia. Let me save him, please. Melly never expected to run into that mother from the transport aircraft so soon again. Hello, I'm Melly. I'm the one from, Really? I'm the one from Koch Biological Research Institute. Damn, Melody. Freakier than I thought. Melody places a no ID badge on the desk for staff to verify. On the other hand, Palin then reaches forward to gently place down another ID badge. Oh, it's you, from the transport aircraft earlier. You're also working on construct research. That one gives a slight nod. Pleased to meet you. You're from Cowling, right? I didn't know Cowling had a research project in this field. What's your specific focus? The human brain and its connection to construct mind. Nobody recognizes that familiar exhaustion on Wanshi's face. She means to leave it at that, but can't help but thinking about the baby from that day. About your child. When you found someone to take care of them. The mention of her child, a trace of sorrow crosses Wanshi's face. Thank you for asking. He's at the start of life. He hasn't woken up yet. He's so young. I don't even know if he'll make it through this. I'm sorry. Wanshi shakes her head with gentle detachment and walks straight into the work area. Must be some hard research, but they shafted all the work budget. They shafted all the work time to the budget. Goes, hey. Okay, theory. Didn't they say Wanshi was in a coma for a while? And he first woke up in the start of life. His mother was experimenting on him while he was, I'm guessing, in the coma? Maybe it was an induced coma? I'm not sure. Since the punishing outbreak, humanity's front lines have been pushed back repeatedly. Our flesh and blood cannot withstand the virus's corruption. We desperately need stronger soldiers on the battlefield. The scientists carrying the lamps decided to delve deeper into a proposition from the end of the Golden Age. Constructs. The modest progress is like the lamp they hold. A faint light in the dark cave. Showing them the way forward. Dr. Callan takes the first step forward, leading a group of students to the moon, where they begin research on the construct core Inver device at the lunar base. Mind-related technology is another crucial component, drawing the largest number of researchers to the project. That year, researchers from all around the world were sent to Eden, humanity's safest heaven. A haven. The Science Council launched a joint research initiative with the ground-based research institutes to study construct mind. Through the research, the research was never made public. Pioneers have already carved their findings into stone. Human memory. Human memory data conversion. Oh god, my throat's killing me. Construct mind, memory application and recall. Stone carving will become a historical record, documenting the early development process of construct tech. Battles take a massive toll on our construct resources. According to the statistics, the average attrition rate for Senate constructs reaches 42% within the first month of deployment. While constructs with superior combat capabilities, compared to human soldiers, such a high attrition rate means our investments are going to waste. Worse still, punishing infection and mind deviation can turn them into new threats. And let me Henlo! We tend to use remote connection pods, but their effectiveness in stabilizing the mind proved extremely limited. Some connection operators even developed severe memory trauma, enhancing the Inver device's resistance to punishing, preserving construct memory data, and even after frame failure, and achieving safer and more efficient construct connection control. These technological upgrades are crucial for our ground operations. A counselor turns from the corner of the room, where representatives of the Science Council are seated. Never mind the Inver device. How long has the Science Council been working on construct mind research alone? The Council needs to disclose your current research progress and interim findings to us. Take the recall branch, for example. As far as I know, we can barely manage mind extraction, and it's far from being universally applicable, let alone achieving actual recall capabilities. What about the other projects? Wanshi, we've hit a bottleneck, haven't we? Without suitable test subjects, we can only go so far with our current data. Wanshi contemplates for a moment. Group B's observations of the special construct's mind patterns have yielded some interesting findings. Special constructs? Once you pulls up a set of data. You probably don't know about this. Special constructs refers to constructs that were modified during childhood. I attended the last conference brought back the experimental data, details and data. You can take a look. Huh? Most of them underwent modification when their brains were still developing. Group 3 conducted a connection test using the connection pods. Current results show they have lower reduction rates towards artificially synchronized data, resulting in more stable connections. Their mind could serve as a foundation for various research directions, such as new memory connection methods and mind deviation treatments. Some have already proposed theoretical frameworks. They are currently our finest test subjects. Levy's expression grows serious. No, Wanshi, don't tell me you're... Wanshi goes to the data files. You're overthinking it. I haven't reached the point of deliberately creating test subjects. Yet. The special constructs currently available to our project team are all child constructs that Babylonia has incorporated from the surface. Most of them have yet to reach mental maturity. Even with continued education to compensate, most of them must maintain their childlike forms far right to prevent mind deviation. It's unlikely they'll ever develop a proper sense of self-identity. The Science Council won't permit such inhumane modifications. They've already rejected all related research proposals. Just a minor setback. You'll have to consider other ways to advance their experiments. I'm afraid we're running out of time. If no miracle happens and we still can make progress with our experiments, our entire team and all the laboratories under our supervision on the surface will be disbanded. But we've already proposed cutting our funding in the last meeting. If we do get disbanded, which team are you planning to go to? Doesn't matter, as long as I can continue my mind research. By the way, why are you so persistent about the mind experiments? For Wanshi. The word slipped from Wanshi's lips without a moment's hesitation. Wanshi, your son. In all the time Melvy's known Wanshi, this is the only second time she mentioned their child. And the first time she revealed the child's name. A dim suspicion begins to form in her mind. Could it be that you're using these experiments to find a way to wake him up? So he's in a coma, okay. But what does this have to do with the construct mind? Couldn't you seek help from human medical professionals instead? Wanshi stands up and walks to the control panel at the back. We'll leave it there for now. Let's get back to work. Before we officially disband, we can organize all the experiment data transmitted from the ground research facilities. Even if we can't use it anymore, it might serve as reference material for future researchers. We're in a flashback right now, aren't we? Hang on a second, I just realized. Great. Completely slipped my brain. Real world is we're with Wanshi in that facility searching for short hold. And then Wanshi's flashing back to a flashback that Melvy had. Great. Even if we can't use it anymore, it might serve as reference material for future researchers. So months have passed since our conversation with Wanshi. Scientific research isn't always smooth sailing, quite the contrary. In the final months, the miraculous breakthrough they fantasized about never materialized. Instead, everyone only became more certain of their stagnating progress. Calling it a failure would be putting it mildly. Some, having learned of the group's imminent disbandment, have already left voluntarily to seek opportunities elsewhere. The situation on the ground is growing dire. Despite their numerous protective measures, the ground facilities cannot escape the punishing threat. Research facilities maintaining contact with Babylonia are disappearing one after another. What if he was never on the Earth? What if he was never on the Earth? And his mom was actually creating actual delusions for him. Like a simulated universe or something. Not simulated universe, but simulation that she could talk to him in his brain before he woke up. I don't know, I'm just theorizing. The situation on the ground is growing dire. So the numerous protective measures, the ground facilities cannot escape the punishing threat. Research facilities maintaining contact with Babylonia are disappearing one after another. Ever since herself, yeah, because she's researching mind stuff, like mind connections. My thought process is like, oh, what if she's like trying to connect to his brain directly to wake him up? And that's how she's been doing it, through like feeding him, you know, what looks like a real world. But then there's the kid that's in there as well, which is why he said it was like his world or something, and then like, and that he's in it? I don't know, I'm still trying to figure stuff out. The steadily decreasing data emissions indicate those research facilities have reached the unsustainable state. Because that makes sense, and that would mean that Melody wasn't lying the whole time. Definitely not because being on the shop and all. What do you mean being on the shop? The shore? On the ship? Wait, what do you mean? The one where his mom was carrying him as like a complete infant? And he wasn't awake? Yeah, no, he wasn't conscious of that. He was like tiny, whereas the one we saw in those flashbacks was like 4 or 5. And he said he woke up on the Star of Life as well, which means that like that implies that he was maybe his first time awake was on the Star of Life. Occasionally, research facility was suddenly uploaded the current data, followed shortly by news reaching Melby of the entire facility's personnel perishing. The suffocating tension spreads among those who remain. This is Wanshi making the final communication for today. I will proceed to collect research data from all group-based facilities shortly. Once she establishes connections with the few remaining ground facilities, with staff shortage, she now has personally handled communications with the research facilities. Only static crackles through the communication channel while the staff on the ground silently process the final tasks. Melody approaches with a troubled look, giving Wanshi a gentle tap on the shoulder. Wanshi, we've lost contact with the research facility on the edge of the Arctic-Unium route. I'm sending you the details. Take a look at this. I haven't received any reports of corrupted attacks at these coordinates, but all my recent communication attempts have failed. The military might not have notified us yet. For now, retrieve all the experimental data from they've transmitted this month. I've been collecting and processing their lab data myself. They've been producing excellent results lately, the best among our remaining facilities. Nelly pulls up several data reports. Once she quickly scrolls through them to the final pages, then freezes at certain lines. Wanshi's brow furrows as she studies the text, then returns to review the early detailed data. The test subjects' mind readings are all stable. The quality is exceptional, even meeting our requirements for new connection testing. Yes, one of the few pieces of good news we've had today. Viewing everything Wanshi was Honk Shoe, I'm sorry. Where are they getting test subjects from? Huh? They signed consent forms. All the volunteers. Wanshi's mind drifts away until Melby's voice brings her back to reality. Keep these data safe. We'll need them later. No problem. I'll continue checking to make sure they're secure. That won't be necessary, Melby. The internal comms channel of Babylonia comes alive. A channel that has never once delivered good news. Ground corners reported in. A research facility along the Arctic Route Union was attacked by the corrupted. All test subjects were inside were infected and have been eliminated. As for the researchers, Melby's body jolts at the words have been eliminated. Can we still access their internal files? The evacuation was urgent. The recon team only brought back one person from the institute. The transport aircraft just landed at the port. Wait, what? I left the airfield already. Did they even complete decontamination? Sorry, one moment. I need to verify something. Hey, I'm telling you there are major security holes in your airfield's entry and exit protocols. Melby, end the call. Check if they transmitted any detailed files about check it fucking English. Check if they transmitted any detailed files about the test subjects. The test subjects? Yes, I'll look for... Wait, what's wrong with the test subjects? Unless they're all falsifying data to avoid disbandment, readings like this could only come from special constructs. What? Then just Melby, the researchers behind her will turn to stare at Wanshi after hearing her words. Wanshi rises from her seat, straightens her collar with a quick movement, and prepares to leave. I need to see the person the recon team brought back. I'm right here. A disheveled middle-aged man walks in, followed by staff members hurriedly processing his authorization. His lab coat was confiscated at the spaceport. Now he's only wearing a tattered thermal shirt, his hands clutching something tightly. He extends his open palm, revealing an intact data storage device stained with dark red marks. Whether it's blood or vital fluid remains unclear. I'm Chiron! The last writer from the Zelenograd laboratory. Chiron's expression is a mix of sorrow and rage. After observing it for a few seconds, Wanshi decides to ask a question bluntly. Where did those test subjects come from? You approved this, didn't you? Now things have gone wrong. You're trying to wash your hands of it. Well, Chiron glances at the spacious Melody and lets out a scornful laugh. Well, also that look on your face. Don't tell me you're only realizing this now. You could have stepped up in to fix this at any point along the way. He lifts at the storage device. The experiments weren't progressing, and we didn't want to be disbanded. The experiments needed stable mind samples, so we took the quickest solution available. Based on the observation data you submitted about children context mind, we modified children under 10 years old, to directly transfer human consciousness into construct mind. Navi speaks in disbelief. Children under 10? Child construct was wrong from the very beginning. Our observations were never meant to help you deliberately create more test subjects. Our intention was to help. Your good intentions have long since become nothing but a weapon in our hands. These contain evidence of our inhumane experiments. I will submit them to the Science Council. For any ambiguous details, I'll cooperate and provide additional information. I knew the solution was inevitable. But now that I'm the one who exposed this, what follows will likely be far worse than a simple disbandment. Compared to some unachievable success, I can't bear what's right in front of my eyes. The slaughterhouse built with my own hands. He strains his tattered clothes, as if trying to piece together what remains of his conscience. Let it be. None of us will come out of this with our dignity intact, and if the Science Council decides to go public, we might even become villains in the eyes of others. The Zelonograd laboratory under Roof 4 has been destroyed, and all key personnel involved in the children's modifications are all dead. I was just an assistant who wasn't deeply involved. The regular researchers might also get away with it, but as for... Chiron looks at Wanshi, who remains expressionless. I'll take responsibility for this, but there are other matters I need to discuss with you. Go ahead. There shouldn't have been any large-scale corrupted attacks near the Zelonograd laboratory. I want to know if the corrupted first appeared from within your facility. Ah, okay. Was it you? You want to blame me, don't you? From the moment I realized what kind of experiment I was involved in, I became a sinner. At that point, I couldn't care what less about other crimes I add to my name. He gives up trying to fix his appearance and leaves the arriving military personnel. A month later, Wanshi stands before a patient room at the end of the Star of Life's corridor, watching as Melody approaches. Dark circles mark Melody's pallid face, showing a lack of proper rest. I hear you're thinking of transferring to the Star of Life? Yes, but it's not that simple. You're trying to save others to make up for your guilt. What's done is done. You need to face reality. How am I supposed to accept this? If only I had understood more, if only I'd asked you more about this data, maybe things wouldn't have come to this. I've seen the footage Chiron brought back. Those children were forced to transform into constructs, only to die in the connection experiments. All for better experiments results. They forcibly turned children into constructs. When our research was meant to ensure humanity's survival. How dare they talk about preserving humanity when they're killing children? Once she answers Melody with nothing but silence. I can't sleep at night. You, me, and everyone in the project who was involved in this, we all need to atone for what we've done. In this stifling atmosphere, Melody takes a moment to compose herself. Let's talk about something else. I don't ever want to bring it up again. What about you? You didn't just call me here to ask how I've been doing, did you? I'm planning to leave Babylonia. Someone wants me to continue my research at a facility on the ground. So I'd like to ask you to look after Wanshi for me. Melody lets out a long sigh. So that's why I was called to the Star of Life. Wanshi's inside. Wanshi pushes open the ward door. Come in. Artificial sunlight streams through the corridor windows into the ward. As Melody takes a step forward, she beholds a sight that will forever be etched into her memory. The small child lies in the bed, arranged like a specimen. His skin and flesh, once lost to disease and injury, are now growing back with desperate intensity. Various machines pierce his body, maintaining his vital signs. A life hanging on by the thinnest of threads. An oversized respirator covers his face, while mysterious patches on his head connect to a device at the bedside. Yeah, okay. Okay, so she was poking around in his brain. When the Melody finds eerily familiar. He survived, but you saw his condition on the transport aircraft. The Star of Life staff told me he might never wake up again. Even with our advanced medical technology, there's nothing we can do. No technology can save him. Despite my best efforts, all I managed to save was an empty shell. I won't accept this. Empty shell, okay. Wanshi's words echo Melody's own sentiments. I want to save him. I came with a solution, and I've already tried it on him. Is she trying to create a mind inside of him to wake him up? Wanshi points the device beside the hospital bed. Look familiar? Don't tell me you made all this thing that looks like a remote connection pod. One of these tubes, the device on his head. I did. I'm really using mind research to find a solution for him. What exactly are you trying to do? Turn him into a construct? No. In this condition, there's no way you could survive the modification process. A bitter smile crosses Wanshi's face. This is the recall you're trying to achieve. Wanshi silence leaves Melby stunned. Have you lost your mind? Are you afraid his condition will worsen? No. I stopped being afraid long ago, Melby. Every single step I took with him was an all-or-nothing gamble. How does it work? Has it been effective? I'm sorry, but I can't explain it yet. Everything I write now is just speculation that still needs to be verified. I can't access the other Project Recall groups anymore, so the opportunity on the ground. Can't let it slip away. If he wakes up, that means I succeeded. If he remains in his coma and I don't come back, please don't give up on him. Why are you talking like you never come back? Because I actually don't plan on coming back. Consider this journey a life traded for life. I can't really explain it to you. The conversation with Wanshi on the transport aircraft that day suddenly flashes through Melby's mind. He's still alive. Let me save him, please. Just like that moment, Wanshi now stands at the edge of a cliff, desperately begging for Melby's support. Melby always cherished her family. She went as if they too had begged others, or fate itself, for another chance, just like Wanshi is doing now in the punishing claim their lives. Back on the transport aircraft, hadn't she also shed tears when holding the tiny bundle, feeling a warmth in her arms she hadn't known for so long? Tell me what I need to do. I don't know exactly what she did to you. I just maintain the equipment as she instructed, but I'm the best candidate to look after you. After all, no other doctor is as familiar with his laboratory exclusive devices as I am. And just like that, she was gone for years, and you woke up. Before I woke up, my memories. So they actually were delusions then. Yes, I've been honest with you from the very beginning. Those events never happened. They were just dreams she crafted for you. What? Oh, this is good. After you woke up, you could speak like other children your age and had common knowledge. At first, I was shocked. I couldn't tell if she actually achieved some form of recall or implanted these memories through other means. But soon I had no time to dwell on such thoughts. You know what happened after that. The image of that gun pointed at himself flashes through Wanshi's mind. The nightmares you described. I know exactly what they are. They're corrupted. So what she did must be far more complicated than it seems. She woke you up, but in doing so, she also put you in danger. I suspect it's got to do with Project Recall. Not only were they watching you, but they also started investigating my background. When they discovered that Wanshi and I were both part of that disbanded group, they began monitoring me too. None of these are good signs. So I made my decision. Melody gives a bitter smile as she looks at Wanshi, who still cannot come to terms with the truth. I've never been a clever person. I couldn't protect my own family. Couldn't make any scientific contributions and was so careless I caused my innocent children's deaths. Never even understood what Wanshi was thinking. All I could do was try my best at what I believed in. What I believed was right. At that time, I only had one thought in mind. To protect you and let you live a normal child's life in Babylonia. I lied to you, saying they were just dreams. I adamantly refused to let you mention them, all because I wanted to keep you away from any whirlpool that might drag you in. Away from Wanshi, and even from me. I'm sorry. When you were little, you followed me everywhere. You must have thought I was reliable, right? But I wasn't just a pediatrician working hard to save lives. Everything I did was for atonement. With each child I saved, the weight on my shoulders became a little lighter. My miracle technology was real? I think yes, but not in a way they can use on constructs in like on the field, right? Because I think the reason why. So according to Wanshi and Julie, right, there were a couple things with recall. Recall. I think it was that like they can basically keep streaming the consciousness to Babylonia at all times because that's just like too, unreliable, whatever. So they're just not doing that. That's like a lie. Any concept that dies. They're not beaming the consciousness back to Babylonia. But I think it's the case that like some people can be copied or something. In the case of like Lucia. The recall made its current recall only works on humans. You might be getting somewhere. There are no noble reasons here, Wanshi. No one is a hero. I only wish to atone for my sins and fulfill what once you entrusted to me. Mommy takes a deep breath. At least it's all coming to an end now. Though I've been stationed at the start of life and haven't been involved with the Project Recall since then, I've still heard things. The recall system has lately been realized, and they're probably planning to implement it on a massive scale. People have been abandoned their obsession with that project. The attention you received as potentially the first to achieve special recall should gradually fade away too. Maybe this is why once the recall isn't real hits me even harder. No need to reprimand you. Over these years, you've sent me 57 messages. I knew about each one. I also knew I was the one depriving you of your right to choose freely. Hearing the first half of the sentence, Wanshi feels a lump forming in his throat. This won't happen again. This is the last time I promise, but I still hope you'll listen to me for just the final time. Melby looks into Wanshi's eyes, earnestly, as if they're countless words she cannot bring herself to say. You are the salvation for many. Wanshi once said that everything she did was to keep you alive. You can accept this miracle, it belongs to you alone, consider everything since your awakening at the start of life until now as the second life Wanshi's given you. I'm no different. I never wanted you to achieve great things. I only wish for you to live safely as an ordinary person. You're becoming an adult now. Ready to handle the truth. Now that you understand everything others have fought for you on your behalf, please don't waste it. Don't take any risks, okay? You're saying this, and sure help also. I heard you submitted an appeal to the youth center. Withdraw it. I already asked Professor Chiron to prepare a recommendation letter for you. As for the others, don't concern yourself with them. Don't get involved. Just know that every step you're taking now is the right one. Carefully prepared by all those who sacrificed for you. Melby slides familiar with the lunchbox in front of Wanshi. It's a lot of pressure to put on him, though. He's his own person. Wanshi opens the lid to find the same blackened mess that has remained the same for years. Don't waste it. The creaking remains unchanged over the years, as she stubbornly conceals the truth until she deems it safe to reveal. Melby is the most obstinate person he has ever known. Unlike before, Wanshi doesn't force himself to swallow it. He pushes the little lunchbox back, a refusal. Very well. You don't have to force yourself to eat something you don't like. Wanshi, this will be the last time. From now on, no matter what happens, you'll make your own decisions. She says, after forcing him down one certain path. As if extending the rebellion of the teen, Melby gently notes this will be the time with his growth. She puts away the lunchbox, bids farewell one last time, and leaves. We're not even halfway yet! This is insane. I love this chapter so much. It's been almost 4 hours though, so I might take a break for now. Where's Wanshi? There we go. This is a really good chapter. I'm gonna call it for now though. I've been sitting in the same place for so long. 50 starts in the dorm shop. Yeah, I know. You can get them there, but I don't have many, what's it called? Things. The currency to get them. I've not been saving. Look at my boy. I'm so happy I got so many copies of him. It's so great. Anyway. But for new bread, thank you! I need new bread. Right. I will call it for now. I am extremely tired. I will see you guys on Wednesday. I don't know when to stream yet, but I'll figure something out. I really want to stream Monster Hunter, but my PC's not good enough for it. I've been looking to see if I can upgrade, but like, I'm the previous generation of like AM stuff. I think it's AM4, right? AM5 is the current one, yeah. I'm an AM4, and so I can't upgrade easily. I just bought new RAM, like last year. And a new CPU cooler. I have to like change everything out. I'm just, God, I want to play Monster Hunter so badly. But yeah. I will see you guys. Soon. Thank you so much, Kirk, for sponsoring the stream. I'm gonna go and take a nap because I didn't get to sleep very well last night. I'm really tired. I just kept getting waken up. Like, yeah, in case you can't tell, there was like, construction work. I kept getting woken up by it. Can I say World if it's still really good? I played World. World was the first game I played. Sorry, I've already played it before, but actually, your first character in World was a human version of Gladys. I made her have like short white hair and yellow eyes, and I made her really pretty, and she's my wife. Anyway, yes, I'll see you guys Wednesday. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. Nap time. Bye. Oh yeah, go play BGR. Go play BGR. It's good. Go play it. Link pinned. Thank you so much, Curry, and sponsoring the stream. Goodbye, everyone. Bye. Why am I so tall now? There you go. Bye.